Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division. I'm your caster Tetcher, and welcome to Week 6. Feels amazing, man. Although, it does give me some bad news. Thank you for following a name I cannot read or pronounce because I am an uncultured Brit. But I have some news that I wish to share with you all, and that is that we're not yet at my goal of $2,000 for the match of Reno for Storm Division. We are at $1,394, meaning that we are $626 away from hitting $2,000 prize pool for Storm Division, and I will be reading out every message that is left with a donation live on the chat, as long as it is safe for stream. It's the best way I can say that. But those are available. Make sure we can get there. Right now, I think just before we started, and I'm sure that number's jumped up now that we've actually started, because my face is on the screen. But what if everyone here was to donate, hang on, 600 divided by 20, 60, that's $30 per person, which is obviously a bit unreasonable to ask for people, but it's incredibly doable. I'm not going to say you can do that, but every little bit that you can donate is going to be incredibly helpful to hit that $2,000 prize pool. I know we can do it, but for now, as we give a big thank you to Softbird for the sub, once again, when you subscribe or donate bits during Storm Division, that goes straight to the caster. It's a lot of numbers that just went over your head. TLDR, Bob. If you hit !Match of Reno in chat, you'll be taken to the Match of Reno page, if you click the link, that is a crowdfunded donation link for the prize pool of Storm Division. We are currently at 1,394, and I have told the person behind Storm Division, Wedge, that he is a fool for thinking that we can't hit 2,000 before the end of the season. I've told him that he's a damn fool, and I wish to be proved right, because I like being proved right. So if you have a little bit of money to spare, it would be incredibly appreciated if you head over to the Match of Reno and donate to that prize pool. And I will read out your message if you do. Let's head into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, let's head to the maps first, because they are ready today. So, we are jumping in with Team Alexander, the team currently in first position, as they have yet to lose a single series. They have lost maps, but not a series. And they are up against Team Chili Mountain, who are currently sitting in third with a single map advantage over Team Exodia, who has the same win-loss as them in terms of series, but have lost one more map than them. Let's see if this matchup versus Team Alexander makes a difference. Who banned out Dragonshire and Infernal Shrine, whereas Chili Mountain banned out Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass. These are our maps. Excuse me. And let's jump in to have a look at the draft, which, as we've been saying, has already started. Feels good. So, once again, Anna has been removed here at the start of this draft. That was the second ban. Diva was also banned. Someone who has been pretty popular recently, despite the recent nerfs, is still going to be removed. She's still very scary. Another hero, though, who during my last Storm Division game got very popular and got picked quite a lot, was Gazlo. Have these teams had enough time to begin working around that, or is it still going to be very high on the priority list? Let's find out as we wait for Chili Mountain's first pick, as Garrosh was removed. They're going to first pick Kroby. Still very popular, still very strong. Nothing too surprising there. She's a very highly sought after hero, so seeing her picked up, it's just sensible. It just keeps them in line with everything else that's been going on, so I like it. Team Alexander now, though. Let's see what they go for. They now have the double pick order, with tanks banned out, with offlaners banned out, with supports banned out. They could get their priority on any of these. We already know that Hyde is very good at certain supports in the form of Stukov and Deckard, but instead, we're going to see those ignored. We go for Gondar's Hanzo, which he has been very fond of recently, especially with a certain Dragon Strike style of build. This might not be the map for that, we'll have to see. And Muradin. Fantastic burst, good dive, great race, and decent peel. This is a sensible pickup by Team Alexander. Spell, AKTT SSD, this is one of his top tanks. This is a sensible ban. Diablo coming in here as well. So they're going for a little bit of dive of their own. There's a lot of walls on this map. They want to try and punish Hanzo. He is squishy. One good engage and a little bit of follow-up will be enough to pick off Hanzo. Very sensible ban here by Team Alexander onto the Lucio. Lucio being banned out here has multiple purposes. One, it keeps Cassia and Chromie mobile and allows Cassia to chase and gives Diablo better actions. That was like 3 things. But 2, anyway, it allows it would have been a sensible pickup for Chili Mountain due to the fact that they already have Diablo. So there was very little chance of that Lucio being countered. And Lucio is actually one of the strongest supports at the moment. So they're going to ban that away. Very sensible, because they also get first pick on supports. Stukov is going to be removed. So if Anna, Stukov, and Lucio banned out, we're going to be looking at Malfurion, or we're going to be looking at Deckard Cain. These are the 2 supports who are currently the highest priority, and the ones we are most likely to see picked up here. So then, let's get going with Team Alexander now. Diablo on the board. Let's see what we have. They already have the Hanzo and Muradin, both good race heroes. They go for that Malfurion, and they bring out the Malthael. Good backline dive for the Chromie. Percentage damage to just ignore Cassia's armor. Very sensible. But it does leave them very squishy. It leaves that backline with a little bit less peeling. Hanzo and Malfurion are now going to be a bit more vulnerable, because Malfurion and Muradin can both get a little divey. Muradin's going to have to be very careful with the usage of abilities, but of course, this is Spell, aka TTSSD, and he is one of the best tanks in the world of all time. Gazlo still gets played, not first pick worthy like it used to be in the just after pre-patch where everyone was a little scared, but it's still going to come in here. Gazlo's on the board, and that could be really high bully potential against Malthael and Kharazim. Again, Hanzo on the board, Malfurion on the board. And to quote some ex-HGC players, who I will not name for the sake of, I don't know what their current job is, so I don't want to put them in any trouble, but there was a couple HGC players who used to, when Kharazim was picked, say, are you going to punch some weebs? And because it was basically picked as a counter to Hanzo, and in those days, Genji. But Genji is definitely off the board at the moment. So, Mesa Blade is going to be looking to punch the single weeb here, but also going to be looking to punch some druids. Reyna on the board for a little bit of disengage, that penetrating round to knock everyone back, and keep everyone safe. Good self-sustain as well, meaning he's going to be a little easy, going to have a little bit of a better time against Chromie. If it gets sieged, he'll be able to heal up. Let's see if it's enough. Much safer draft here for Team Alexander than Chili Mountain. Moist Weakness has... I don't know what's happened here. This is supposed to be like the donation thing for the most recent donations. So if this is correct, this means that all of the recent bit donations have been Moist Weakness, and all but one of them is 69, and that is monumentally tilting, except for Born to Shine, who popped in with 100. Feels good. But again, that wasn't when I was on stream, so big thank you to them for donating to whoever was streaming on the channel at the time. If they were a Storm Division caster, aka casting Storm Division like I am right now, then subscriptions and bit donations that are done during this time go to the caster. I like food. I like living. I like being able to survive in the Heroes of the Storm scene after HGC's death, and you can help that. Oh no! Who's messed with my settings? Who inverted my mouse? Who's done this? Hang on, I'm fixing this. Invert drag scroll. There we go. Much better. Alrighty, we're heading into the game. Shadow Walker doing exactly what I asked and being incredibly generous by supporting the caster. Thank you very much, Shadow Walker 666, for your subscription. Let's head into the game. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, on the left-hand side, currently at the top of the table, yet to drop a series, it is Team Alexander. With a lockdown on Reyna, Hyde on Malfurion, Spell playing the Muradin. We're going to have in the top lane Nacho Jin on that Malthael. And a little bit further behind is going to be Gondar playing the Hanzo. Good scatter arrow immediately. On the right-hand side, currently in 3rd position, looking to move them their way up the board and become the first team to take a series off Team Alexander. It is going to be Chili Mountain. And playing for them, it is going to be Tremor, charging spell on that Diablo, not able to get the kill. Infrared, looking for some follow-up damage on that Cassia. Roger is pounding sand on that Chromie. Mesa Blaze is going to be playing Kharazim, who goes for the punch on lockdown. And in the top lane, currently losing the push just a little bit, but winning the trade, it is Xenorus, who doesn't take a single point of tower damage, thanks to great lane freezing and turret value. Going to be playing that Gazlo. Let's go. Get this underway, ladies and gentlemen, as the game gets going. Sand yeeted out by Roger, continuing to pile on the harassment as we have a look at some of the level 1 and, for Chromie, level 2 talents. We're going to be seeing a Feast on Fear. No Fire Stomp build coming in for Diablo, for that for Tremor on that Diablo. We're going to be seeing Malfurion with Rejuvenation here. Okay. Tremor diving deep for Hyde, and they get it. That squishy Malfurion getting charged and punished super early. Infrared looks for a trade, but Lockdown heals up so hard. Big charge! Tremor is on fire out of the bat here and picks up 2 kills for his team. The camp was abandoned, but they are able to grab themselves some early advantages. Gazzo starting off with the new big talent here, the Big Game Hunter. It gives you so many turrets during the team fights and during mercenary camp taking. It secures objectives and helps you with race because it gives you extra scrap cooldown every time you auto heroes, mercenaries, or monsters. And monsters include the Immortals. And as such, Gazzo is going to be able to just spam out those turrets very well. Kazuya going for the build that appears on this map sometimes. It's going to be Thunderstroke, going for a little bit of poke of their own. Raider died? Oh no! No! Jinxie gifting the sub to Aaron. Yes, thank you very much. They're invading, because why the hell wouldn't you? They're looking for Hyde, looking for a second kill here. Stun comes out from Spell. Mason Blaze on the wave. Roger coming in for the turnaround play. Dives onto Hyde, who tries to stay, but he is sniped by the Thunder Fury. Coming in from Infrared. They steal the camp. They back away. And that's gonna be 4 kills to 0. A full level lead almost coming in for Chili Mountain at the first couple minutes. Ooh, okay, we are going. Let's get this rolling. We got the rocket socket. Getting that little bit of extra shield for Gazlo, letting him clear camps, letting him duel heroes. It is Deece. Wow, Hanzo has died. There is a fight. There's still no kills on the board for Team Alexander as Hanzo was killed off. Nacho Jin diving quite deep into the backline. They're a little bit outnumbered, but Roger's going to come in and even that up to a 4v4. Nacho sniped by Mason Blaze, who goes for the dive. Iron Fist value, sniping kill after kill at this early stage of the game. We see the defensive position taken up by Chili Mountain. Team Alexander, they try to race, but they just lose Spell. Spell is shut down here. The defense is good here. The burst is so good. Lockdown's going to try and get some kind of race. Gondor looking for his angle, but he's scared of Tremor. Tremor is low on mana, though. Right to the Immortal stun. Mason Blaze comes in, looking for the kill. Gondor makes it over the wall, but the Immortal is secured by Xenorus and Roger. Gazzo spamming those turrets to get those kills. They're still looking for a fight, though. Lockdown's here for the brawl. Takes a lot of damage, turns into Mason Blaze. Not enough for a kill. He will be punished. The heal from Hyde is good, but there's nowhere near enough burst healing to protect against Tremor, to protect against Mason Blaze. They grab Malthael as well, and that is 9 kills to 0. Chili Mountain are smashing Team Alexander in this early game. They're still fighting. Spell gets caught by the time trap. Tremor has no mana. The sand lands, but it's not enough for a kill. And finally, we will see Chili Mountain be forced to back off. In the meantime, the Immortal just gets the fort for free because no one defended it. Nice. Yeah, so bringing out the Overload here. Getting the double laser. He'll be going for the turrets, drop lasers later on for maximum burst damage. There's another talent here that gives you scrap for each laser and bomb hit. It's a good talent, but in this case, he's not looking to duel. He's looking to burst, and that is the idea here. Surge of Light coming in for Cassia. Great burst damage, adding to everything they already have going. The 2-level lead almost. They're looking for Nacho Jin, who will back away. Who will survive. We see the Throwing Shade coming in here for the Malthael, and there is the Massacre. We'll be likely be going for Mortality later on as well. They'll be going for a big backline dive talent. Muradin with Sledgehammer and Perfect Storm. They're going for a late game style, but they gotta not lose the early game. Strangling Vines does nothing to save the Hanzo. A Spell will back away. Top lane. Gonna be getting a little bit of counter push. This Lockdown is gonna be moved onto the solo lane and begin to push hard, trying to get any value he can. He's gone for Exterminator. This will help. This will allow him to get something else done. Counter cam taken in the bot lane. They begin to race. Turret gonna be expiring down there. In the meantime, full minion wave and siege camp gonna be defended by Spell and Gondar. They are very outnumbered as the top push to try and get some counter pressure comes in, but no forts are available. This is going bad. This is going bad for Team Alexander. Chile Mounted looking for yet another kill, just missing the Death Laser onto Lockdown. They're forced to back away. Bot fort was, of course, taken. The siege camp, too much to deal with. Full auto-attack build with Diabolical Momentum. Coming in from Chile Mountain. Tremor, ready to get them. Level 10, hit by its Chile Mountain. A solid level and a half in advance. Divine Palm, still playing a little bit safe. They don't want to feed this. Sowing Sands, Gravo Bomb, Apocalypse, the Wombo here, and Ball Lightning. Here for the extra kill potential there. Extra little bit of damage. And of course, Infinite Lighting memes. Camp going to be taken by Team Alexander. Finally going to get some counter pressure onto the map. But in the meantime, Halftime Show was taken by Chile Mounted here. Still a full level away for Team Alexander to get their heroic abilities. No one's counter-racing. Lockdown is just split-soaking. All of this right now is delay tactics. But is it feeling delay tactics? Spell in trouble. Gondar pulled in and blasted by the Gravo Bomb combo coming in from Chile Mountain. We saw a little bit of counter-race from Notrogin and Lockdown trying to get some XP. They will lose the Immortal once again. They get a little bit of counter-push. They're desperately trying to hit level 10. But this is now an Immortal pushing to keep coming in here for Chile Mountain. They begin to make their way forwards. An incredible snowball coming in for them as level 10 is finally hit for Team Alexander. What are we going to see for the defense? We do see the Tranquility. Raider, they don't go for Hyperia for D-push. They want a single target here. In that case, this will likely be... Actually, this still could be either or for Malthael. He's hiding it. It's gonna be... They dive deep, looking for the backline kill. Good interrupt onto Xena, preventing him from getting the Wombo, but a fantastic Divine Palm puts Lockdown in serious trouble. Behind is healing beautifully. Grab him, but not the Wombo. He doesn't land the stun on this. Last rights onto the backline, kills off no one as Raider and Malthael are sniped away. Spell kill by the laser. And with level 10s, they still lose 3 members. They lose the keep. They lose 4 members as Hyde is chased down. He cannot escape Tremor. He can escape Tremor. He gets away. Hyde lives. Gondar is desperately trying to do enough damage to keep his team in this, but this is looking like Chile Mountain might be able to take game number 1. Lockdown comes in. Big charge from Tremor. Gets one more kill at the end, and with catapults on the core, that is game number 1 going over to Chile Mountain in 8 minutes and 57 seconds. Woo! Okay. That happened. Why don't my buttons work? There we go, we fixed it. Well then, brutal, savage, incredible performance coming in from Chile Mountain as they destroy Team Alexander in that game number 1. Team Alexander, though, they have been known to drop games early on in series versus VGM, versus Exodia, versus so many teams they have dropped early games, but Chile Mountain taking what might be the fastest game versus Team Alexander we have seen. But Team Alexander, they don't give up so easy. Can they bring it back? 1 kill to 15 at the end there. Karazim having more damage than Gazlo. But an insane performance there. 8,000 experience just coming in from Gaslo alone. Very, very impressive there. And also, I really wish I'd seen the stacks for the Cassia, who once again did go for Thunderstroke. They didn't even reach level 13. Chromie got timeout, but it didn't matter. They really did put on such a great performance there with the poke from Cassia while still going for the melee burst. They just gave themselves some Immortal Race as well. It was a very interesting hybrid build that worked really well in their favor. Game number 1 for Chile Mountain, who got first pick and first ban. We will likely see them, though, opting for being forced to pick the map. We will see. We do have our next map, which you can already see is Volskaya because I forgot to change the scene. Oops. But we are back on me. I will make sure that we get a good visualization. Come on, change it from coin toss. Show me who picked. I'm guessing it's Chili Mountain who picked the map. Because that's what we usually see, that the team that loses always goes for first pick, because it really does give a small drafting advantage. It gives you the momentum in the draft. Let's see if that's what they believe. Not. We changed from coin toss to first pick. Come on. There we go. Alrighty, I was right. It is the map pick by Chili Mountain, as I will demonstrate to you now. Chili Mountain letting Team Alexander pick map number 1 because they wanted first pick, but now Team Alexander losing that first game. They have opted to let Chili Mountain pick the map, and they're bringing us to Volskaya Foundry. Wow. Alrighty. So, both the teams have readied up. I will give them a caster R. And with that, we will likely be able to head into the draft. While we're waiting for that to set up, though, here is the current standings on the table. As you can see, Team Alexander, 5 points at the top of the table. They are 15 and 6. They have played 5 matches and won 5 matches. Chili Mountain, though, as you can see, they have 3 points. They are 3 and 2, tied with Exodia and tied with VGM Gaming here. It's very close between the two of them. But there is still a chance for them to bring it back. If Chili Mountain win this, they will jump up the table quite a bit, and they might be able to put themselves in a position where they will get some solid... they might get a little bit of a solid lead over VGM, who are nipping at their heels. Let's see if they can do it as we head into the draft, ladies and gentlemen, with Team Alexander banning out Garrosh as the first ban. Let's get this going. If you're enjoying the show, ladies and gentlemen, as Diva is removed, please be sure to support the players by donating to that Matcherino prize pool. Exclamation mark Matcherino in chat as Anna is removed. We are less than $600. We are just over $600 away from our $2,000 goal. There is no reason for that goal other than the fact that I believe that Twitch chat can do it, because I've seen Twitch chat do amazing things, and the Heroes community always steps up. So if the Heroes community can get us to that $2,000 prize pool, I will be immensely happy. And of course, any donations you make, I will be sure to read out your messages as long as they are safe for stream during my Storm Division casts. Let's go. Also, thank you for the follow, Gaz. Chromie is removed. She's scary. Don't blame you. Good removal here. You can also support me, your caster Tetcher, by donating or subbing with bits or Twitch subscriptions during my Storm Division casts. This also works for any other Storm Division caster, so if you're a Jixia or a Crushinator fan, or any of the other wonderful Storm Division casters, then maybe consider dropping a sub or a donation during their cast. Support them, because they put in a lot of hard work to make Storm Division happen. And when you sub or donate while they are casting, that money goes to them. And it lets us keep doing this wonderful thing for this wonderful game. Because I don't think I need to tell you this, but casting is harder than it looks. And it's also very mentally stressful. You have to think at 1,000 miles an hour for about 3 hours. For about 3 hours, and most of us cast for much longer than that. And you don't really get a break. It is very hard to do. Some of my worst ones, I cast for 16 hours a day, and that was stressful. Casters work real hard, so any support you can give them is incredibly appreciated. As Diablo Cassia, if it ain't broke, don't fix it on the board, but they let Team Alexander take the Junkrat. Newly nerfed ETC makes its way onto the board, as does Stukov. Stukov on the board. Was banned last time. Hyde getting some of his comforts now. We know just how insane Hyde is on Stukov, and of course, Stukov plus Junkrat roots into silences to wombo off of Junkrat silences is insane. ETC is also a great setup and follow-up for this as well. This is all very good, very scary, very difficult to deal with. There goes your Rel, removed out here. Team Alexander now. Last ban, Cassia Diablo on the board. I mean, if you'll donate, if I squeeze a rubber chicken, I can buy a rubber chicken, but only with your donations. And you'll have to tune into my own stream for that. Lucio is banned. Again, we know how scary that can be. It's a sensible ban. Remove it when Diablo's on the enemy team. Prevents them from getting that value. And Lucio definitely jumping up since the Deckard Cain is... words are hard. Since the Deckard Cain nerfs. So it is a sensible ban out here. John Mill! Thank you for the 69 bits, John Mill. Malthael Uther, what? Malthael and Uther on the board. Is that a main support Uther? That is the interesting question. I believe it probably will be. Main support Uther with potential for double cleanse to protect against that ETC Stukov Junkrat CC. This will also give them the opportunity for the dreaded Divine Shield Consume Souls. Cool to see. Wait, no, Consume Souls is the Malthael. What's Malthael? The Consume Souls is Mephisto. What's Malthael's called? Tormented Souls. There we go. Leoric and Zul'jin comes in for Team Alexander. They're scared of the amount of dive, so they get someone who can just stay at range. And if the dive happens, they've got the turnaround with Junkrat ETC Stukov Leoric. Zul'jin to bully out that very short range composition. Cassia, very short range when it comes to autos until she gets Gloves of Alacrity. Malthael has to land a shot on someone. Okay, I was wrong. It is not a main support Uther. I mean, it weirdly enough still could be. It could be main support Uther offlane Lily, but I doubt it. But yeah, double support coming in here with Lily here to bully the Zul'jin. There's some logic here. This is cool. So it's double blinds for Cassia. Lily can actually be one of the highest damage supports. There is some logic here. This is interesting. So they're going they're literally just going double support because they do have an offlane in the form of Malthael. This is strange. Chilly Mountain with a game in hand. They use it to take a small advantage and they're busting out the Lily. Again, it can be very high damage. Uther, very high CC. All of them add healing. There's logic here for everything. Let's see if it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into game number 2. Currently 0-1 down, looking to bring themselves back into this series. It is Team Alexander. Hyde on the board, on the Stukov. Gondar going to be playing the Zul'jin. Lockdown going to be playing Junkrat. Spell going to be playing ETC. And Nacho Jin, he's on the Leoric. Whereas, on the right-hand side, 1-0 up in this series, it is going to be Chilly Mountain. Xenorus going to be playing the Malthael. Mason Blaze on the Lily. Roger going to be playing that Cassia Infrared on Uther. And Tremor is going to be busting out the Diablo. Let's get this going. So, starting off, Lily, Wind Serpent. More blinds to start off here. Cloud Serpent also casts a blind, one of my personal favorite talents. It is very strong for dueling. Very powerful for those 1v1 fights. Zul'jin going for the axe build. Bone Slicer to improve that Grievous throw. Tremor looking for an angle. Ossian Renewal coming in for the Leoric as they take up their duel in the bot lane. Percentage damage fight. Xenorus does win this eventually, especially once Die Alone comes in. Spell starting off with Progrock here, giving themselves a little bit of extra sustain. Looks like Tremor dived onto a lockdown, but wasn't able to achieve the kill. Now he's taking a lot of damage, will survive, but did eat quite the few hits there. He has gone for the Feast on Fear. Another Thunderstroke build coming in for Cassia. Worked well last time. Let's see if it keeps going well for Chilly Mountain. And oh no, Uther, holding the level 1 talent, is finally going to pick up Hammer of the Lightbringer. Lost a lot of stacks there. Well, lost a lot of potential stacks, but it is finally here. Camp is going to be taken by Team Alexander. A little bit of more aggressive rotation, but Chilly Mountain, they do get their turret for it. Fear the Reaper for Malthael as well. This might, in fact, be Tormented Souls. Fear the Reaper allows you to stay in the enemy for longer, so you can get more value there. Comes Nacho Jin and Gondar. I'm going to try and get Xenorus here. Not enough, but it will be stacks for Gondar, who is now up to 2 stacks of U1 tax. A little bit of extra value you have it there. Progrock up to 6 stacks now. We see the Biotic Armor also coming in for the Stukov. Protection against the Cassia. Level 4 talents. This is where we'll see some interesting stuff coming in here. It is Surging Winds for Lili, meaning it's likely we're seeing a Water Dragon build. Big hype. Holy Shock for Uther so he can win 1v1s and duels. Freezing the lane, actually. He knows he doesn't clear fast, so he's just trying to lose XP for the enemies. This is a smart play. Needs to be careful of that concussion mine, though. He's going to be zoned out of his own lane for quite a bit here. Paralyzing Rage coming in here for the Leoric, giving himself even more slow. Not going to be needing to double soak as much. He can still double soak. He doesn't actually need Neil Peasants. Tremor. Spell needs to be careful because he could absolutely be flipped into towers there. Concussion Mine zones out the mercenary camp. Roger in serious trouble as Hyde is the one running him down. One more. Waited past Julie. Drops the turret for the kill. I love it. He is now very isolated, though. Hyde going to be focused down, but here comes Spell for the zone. Misses the power slide, but Xena is still going to be focused down. Lockdown is low. Big charge onto Gondar, who self-cleanses, turns it around, but Junkrat is the first to fall. As the turnaround comes in, Spell is in trouble. Hyde comes in to try and save the day, but he cannot do so. He turns around, looking for the maybe counter kill. With his reactive ballista pause, only one to survive this is Spell and Nacho Jin. Nacho Jin not even showing up for the fight. Nacho Jin in serious trouble. Wraithwalk will back away though. Xenorus doing big damage. We already talked about that die alone. It's so much extra damage here. Hand of protection, and we get the Let's Go as well. We get double cleanse coming in for the members of Chili Mountain. Against DTC, very sensible. Malthael holding for now. Ooh, Arcanite Axes coming in for Zul Jin. Goodbye, Leoric here. Tremor being an absolute terror on this Diablo. There's going to be the touch of death coming in for Malthael. He really is going to be going for those backline dives, preventing sustain, preventing saves. They push forward. They still have their healing camp here. They have the body committer. Good face melt there from Spell to keep themselves going. Chattering Teeth comes forward. So much damage. The anti-heal and the damage from Cassia is so hard to deal with. They back up. Gondar self-heals. Hyde trying to heal up, but Roger is getting some really good poke going. They're able to hold this on 99. Uther never came down for this, though. So in the meantime, while they are defending this, Uther is freezing lane and getting experience. He's not racing. He's just freezing and soaking. Not even looking for big stack plays here. He's just trying to deny value to the enemy team. Coming in at level 9. They're going to try and secure the objective here. Spell, a great power slide, though. Saves Gondar and Hyde as they look to try and turn this back around once more. Nacho Jin comes in, looking for Roger. Forced to back away, though, as Tremor zones this out as best he can. He's taking quite a few axes, though. Arcanite axes up to 14 stacks. We have Echo Pedal. It's a mosh pit build coming in for ETC, most likely. There's the lurking arm, but Xenorus is in the backline with anti-heals, causing huge grief. Good concussion mine, but Xenorus is trying to get some pickups here, but he's getting zoned away by Hyde. Gondar comes back into assist spell here. But Committer was used and slain. Infrared is low, but he cannot sustain. Xenorus coming back in. He's going to be forced to back up, though. With Diablo dead, first objective goes over to Team Alexander. Everyone's forced to back up. Health bar's too low. Xenorus, he looks to try and finish off Gondar on the way out, but he cannot do so. Hyde with the heal, even with the anti-heal applied. That's going to be the kill onto Xenorus. The Protector grabs a single turret, and it's going to move up to top lane. One of the insane first fight in that game. Good patience for Team Alexander as they hit level 10 a little bit early, despite the split soaking of Uther. He wasn't hard pushing, so he was just letting the minion wave die at its own pace. Very slow on their picks here. Here we go. Riptire, Mosh Pit. We see massive shove. Entomb coming in for the Leoric. What we like to see here. Hopefully these two don't anti-synergize. Entomb, massive shove. Zuljin yet to pick. There we go. Taz Dingo on the board. Alrighty, I was completely wrong about the Tormented Souls. It is going to be Last Rites, the anti-heal to prevent anyone being saved from that Last Rites dive. And I was also wrong about Water Dragon. We still see Jug of 1,000 Cups, meaning Uther at least should be going for the Divine Storm. They got to get some kind of damage out of these two. They're holding on to it for now. Protector was able to get the fountain and most of the damage on this fort. That's good setup for later. big bully. Power side is good. Spell, beautifully done. They grab that kill onto Diablo. Tremor is down, only on 28 souls. They're really starting to punish Diablo now. Good pressure onto mid lane. Nacho Jin here to zone. Prevent lockdown from being sniped away as support camp being taken by Team Alexander. Much better this game. In a much stronger position. They're looking good. As Chili Mountain are on the defensive. Uther still yet to pick up that level 10 talent. He may just be just playing reactionary. He may know that he might need Divine Shield, and he is just waiting to see what is more useful. And that is completely fine. It's a very high value strategy. You just got to make sure that you are ready with that quick pick. Xenorus cleaning out the lanes. There's the D shield picked up. Uther finally getting it infrared. Roger and Mason Blaze grabbed themselves a siege camp. It was already taken by Team Alexander. Bit of a push onto bot lane. Infrared just trades out a little bit. We have the ominous Wraith on core combined with loudspeakers. Virulent Reaction. Eye of Zul'jin. Gotta trap 'em all with Sticky Wicket and Chattering Teeth, baby. Mid 4 is slain. First 4 of the game. Top 4 not looking too healthy. Xenorus is cleaning that. See a wrap around. It is scouted. Camp being delayed. They're not even taking it yet. This is so brave to still delay this despite the enemy being at your doorstep. There's the Entomb with Jugs coming out. Is it enough to save Diablo with huge healing? But it's not enough. Mason Blaze full Jugs on Diablo, but it's not enough to save him. Camp was taken because F that noise. They are forced to back away with Tremor down again. 42 souls. 48 stacks, 49 stacks on Cassia, by the way, really stacking up that damage as they hit level 13 as well. We have Mass Vortex. Spell power plus the extra Blinding Winds here, plus the spell power. More chance of hitting 2 heroes with the extra Mass Vortex means that you have spell power, which also affects the Jug of 1,000 Cups. Getting that magic boost onto Jugs is actually really useful, and you can get some really solid value out of it in terms of healing. Going to be solid. It's also just good damage for the fights. Power side by spell onto Tremor. Nacho Jin in his own Entomb. Entomb uses a wall to kill him. Spell now trying to protect Hyde. Massive shove will save the day. Tremor gonna go for Hyde. Good face melt coming in from Spell to save the day there. Hyde is fine. Virulent Reaction onto Tremor, but they can't find the angle for the kill. They're still fighting though. Good charge by Tremor. There's the Tazdingo, but is it going to be enough? He has no health left. Stuck up with the heals. There's the Jugs. Lily can't actually hurt him while in Jugs mode, but last rites will, and that will get the kill and secure it. Riptide comes out, only hits Mason Blaze, but they can't go any further. That ends up being a 1-for-1 here. As Nacho, as Lockdown, being forced to back away. 35 stacks on Arcanite Axes. 32 on U1 Axe, meaning he already has those double spins. But so far, it's not enough in this particular fight. Well met. Coming in for Uther. Charge. Nacho Jim making the most of that ominous Wraith will spook away. Not going to be slain here. Turret Steel coming in for Team Alexander, making the most of that Echo Pedal of Spell for quick race. There are people coming down to try and claim that turret. Hyde is on the wrong side of the tracks, baby. Spell in full retreat now because he is in trouble. Good massive shove. Sends Cassia away. Spell is running. Roger's coming in, so is Hyde. Here comes Tremor. Lockdown is trying to buy him some time. Riptide, the steel trap was good, but that's not a good position for Spell, who dropped the Magic Emitter to try and buy time, but they cannot get out. Gondar, in fact, may die as well here. They chase him down, and that's going to be another double kill. Looking for a triple for Chili Mountain. Massive shove. Apocalypse shuts it down. Here comes the flank from Roger, not landing the Q, rip the concussion mine. Riptire is good too, but the armor is too much. Roger tanks that beautifully. And they are able to get another 2 kills on the board. They're challenging the objective. Now they just have to clear the lanes. Xenorus baiting the steel trap. Healing camp finally going to be taken. They get it, and Mesa Blaze will get away safely thanks to the concussion mine. Lockdown unintentionally giving the escape there. There's domination for the Diablo. Benediction for Uther. Double stuns, very important. Spread volley, very Korean style on this Junkrat. Lockdown here for DPS in the area. Here's the big old wrong place, wrong time. Extra burst damage coming in from Gondar. It's pretty decent here. They're not going for extra slows. It's all about the damage here. Really want that burst coming in. Current kill count, 5 to 8 in favor of Chili Mountain. But XP-wise, the soak is very in favor of Team Alexander. Nacho Jin, he tries to buy time, stays alive, pulls back. Will be sniped away though. Nowhere to really go. Power slide. Divine Shield quickly used onto Trevor as they turn onto Gondar, who will have to toss Dingo here if he wants to stay alive. No, he won't. Good massive shove. Keeps him going. He's going to be able to fight for a lot longer here. Trevor goes in last rights. Will snipe away ETC, who's really struggling to get a good mosh pit this game. Gondar, focus down. Has to task Dingo this time. Needs healing and will sustain, but that's still going to be a double kill for Chili Mountain. And we still can't find kills. Chili Mountain still in control. Lily brings out the 2 for 1. Extra double heals. Domination for Tremor, really trying to isolate members of the enemy team here. Showstopper. Oh, the charge, Gondar. Backs away. Nacho Jin, drain hope on the Protector. Giving him some sustain. Gondar gaining stacks, gaining damage. Really trying to chase him down and get value here. Nacho Jin is chasing very deep here. He tanks quite a while, but those autos, they're giving Tremor back all his CC, who he uses immediately onto Gondar, who's in trouble. The Entomb is there. Gondar escapes back through it. He's going to drop his Armani Rage here to try and take down Tremor. Massive shove sent Mesa Blaze far away from this fight, and they're looking to try and turn this. Looking to try and pick up kills, but there's the Rocket Punch to send away Gondar. Xenorus comes in and makes it a 5v5, and that will shut down the chase. Although Spell still looking for it. Moshpit only 11 seconds away, and he has Encore. But he cannot do it. Can't chase any further. Turrets being picked up by both teams. A lot of extra pressure to be applied here. They're still looking kind of to brawl here. Alexander should very much be waiting. Good massive shove. Hides in trouble, charge, big stun, he is deleted here. Tremor finds his way through Spell and Nacho Jin to find his target. And Chili Mountain, they find the kills they need. Team Alexander are going to be looking to avoid fights because they are close to the 20. They were looking to soak it. But now, not only do they lose Hyde, they now have Lockdown and potentially about to fall as well, which is all their split soak. Last right snipes Lockdown. Losing the 1v1. This is a 4v3 down here. They might hit 20, but Chili Mountain just picked up 2 kills and crept themselves closer to that delicious Storm tier talent. Good power slide. The swords are good damage as the Entomb. They take advantage of the small moment they have, but the mosh pit is interrupted again by the Divine Shield Diablo. A spell can't find a way out. He is body blocked. Big damage coming out from Gondar, but it's not enough. Nacho Jin buys time. Spell, face spell, but Nacho Jin will fall. He drops his turret before he dies. But that's another kill for Chili Mountain as they hit level 20. What jug of 1 million cups, Hellgate. And what else do we see? For Cassia, I'm going to assume it will be the Infinite Lightning because it wombos so well. We see no one can stop death for the Malthael. Uther, what do we see? There's a big charge. Level 20. Now on the ball for Team Alexander. They're going to try and take the moment. Massive shove is used. We have the Armani Resilience. Gondar is body blocked by Spell. Has to be careful here. Buried alive. Top off. And the boom pow coming in for the extra oomph. Coming in from Junkrat. That is a big focus onto Gondar, who will get the Dingo off. He's healing as best he can. Trying to sustain. Moshpit will finally land with the Tor Bus. He finally gets a good angle. Riptide comes in from mid lane to try and get some damage. And Roger is dropped so low. They chase him down, but he sustains through using his medallion. Here comes the flanking Lockdown, but they are still outnumbered. Lockdown Lockdown is down, and they are forced to retreat. Nacho Jin doing everything he can before Ominous Wraith. Spell is chased down. Last Rise is available, but good massive shove by Hyde to save the day. Down goes Nacho Jin, but Chili Mountain sees yet another fight. 5 kills to 16 now in favor of Chili Mountain as they secure a lead and push their way into the bot lane, trying to snipe a keep, trying to soak out even further here. Xenorus is split soaking still. When you're ahead, get further ahead. His team just pushing this in, setting it up for the Protector that they are more than likely to get. We did see the Infinite Lightning. Ooh, the Divine Protection! Increasing that Devotion armor by by up to 50. And the duration increased by half a second. That is a big deal. That's so much damage they're protected from now. Xenorus clearing out lanes. Here comes Team Alexander looking for the gank. But look who's here to protect them. Tremor here to maybe save the day. Nope, bye friend. Let him go. Medallion dodged. What a god! They still get the Entomb though. That'll get him. He tried. That was absolutely insane. But Nacho Jin burns the one-man Entomb. They got to get to bot lane now though. Malthael has returned. Guess what? Level 20. They've got to do something. Yeah, they're just going to have to protect against this. I don't think they get to bot in time. 82%, they get the Bardic Emitter, but that is now going to be a Protector pushing into their keeps. They're going to have to just defend this as best they can, because Chili Mountain get another Protector. Bot lane already pushed up, no front wall. This keep is likely going down, and Team Alexander, they believe they can sacrifice that, and they're okay with that. They're healed up. They've bought more time for Entomb to come back. 9 seconds till it's up now. They will have all their heroics, and this is what they're going to try and use here. Who's going to get in? It's going to be Xenorus. Disabling the keep. Nacho Jin. Ominous Wraith. Damage reduction on anyone he can land. Doesn't land the Drain Hope onto the Protector, though. Push onto Spell. Nacho Jin, this time got a Drain Hope. It's doing good damage. Protector's being melted. The keep is still alive. They are scared of Team Alexander for good reason. Good damage coming out from the laser. Gatling gun comes out. Focus onto the keep. Keep is sniped. Big dive onto Gondor, who medallions himself out of the follow-up from Diablo. Nacho Jin's in the backline, causing mischief, but he will be sniped. If anyone's going to die, it kind of has to be Leoric. But they're still in trouble. Protector is still alive. Core is now being pressured. Nacho Jin is trying to revive himself as fast as possible. There's the mosh pit. Can he find the right angle? There's the Apocalypse. Can't find anyone else with the mosh pit. They dive deep onto Hyde. Last rites. Gondor is doing everything he can. Lockdown is being pressured by the Divine Shield and Diablo. The core shield is down, but Tremor is in trouble. That is very deep by Gondor. Spell is dropping as much CC as he can. There's the Taz Dingo to save the game. Down goes Lily, and we see Gondor sniped away. Spell and Lockdown, the only two left. No Riptire available. Spell is dropping everything he can to buy time. Lockdown is charged. He's bumped, and he is alive, but nothing left to do. Nacho Jin, Entomb, only catches Cassia. The last chance. The call's on 26%. Lockdown can't find the angle. They are going to lose game number 2, and Chili Mountain are going to take game number 2 and put themselves at match point against Team Alexander. Chili Mountain putting on a belter of a performance here. 2-0 up in this best of 5 series. They are 1 game away from sealing this and moving themselves up the board and being the only team to take a series off of Team Alexander this season. Incredibly impressive. Lockdown doing what he could. Zuljin, casual 128,000 hero damage. Putting on quite a show. But I think we could all agree that this series has been Tremor's. Tremor has been popping off this series. Absolute MVP of this entire series so far. This Diablo is terrifying. And it's been putting on an insane performance so far. The end there, you can see the soak. Junkrat 18,000, but Xenorus never letting Team Alexander get a foothold. Never finding the angle. 18,000 experience on lockdown. Highest XP on his team, with Nacho Jim, the Split Soaker, being in second. But Malthael never letting it happen. 26,000 experience. An entire Lili's worth of experience, more than Junkrat almost. Damn, Lili won. Insane. Double support. It is good. Here are the talents. For those who want them, I'm sure you're curious about the Lili build at minimum. Went for Wind Serpent, went for Surging Winds, and you went for Mass Vortex. Now, these two don't actually wombo too well together. It's just if it hits 2 heroes, the cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds, and Lili gains 10% spell power. Now, having the Mass Vortex increases your chance of hitting 2 heroes, and also it does actually wombo quite well with Surging Winds because it does get boosted and gets solid damage output. The spell power as well, it works with the healing. It really does boost Jug of 1,000 Cups and 2 for 1 here. And the Jug for 1,000,000 Cups was great healing as it were. Diablo once again, full auto-attack build with Cruelty, but he did go for Domination instead of the overpowered talent. And big shout out to Divine Protection. Late game healing. Coming in from Uther, that massive armor boost to make sure that Lili's Jugs did go off. Very cool to see. Very impressive. Alrighty, so we're jumping back in. Yes, I mentioned Mage build Zul'jin as well. He didn't go for the slows, but the damage output was freaking crazy. Feels good. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, the lobby is already up, so let me mark the map. Jelly Mountain, 1 game away now from claiming victory in this best of 5, and they are going, having chosen the map, to take us to... Whoa, wrong map. Whoops. I hit the wrong T-map. There we go. We are heading to Tomb of the Spider Queen. As are potentially, if Chili Mountain have anything to say about it, last map. Team Alexander opting for first pick again. Everyone is ready. Feels good. Scary matchup. Can Team Alexander begin their reverse sweep? They've done it before. But can they do it this time? Jelly Mountain are looking strong here. And will we see Tremor get that Diablo ban? Let's find out as we head into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Team Alexander with the first ban. As Jelly Mountain were forced to take the map. They're 1 game away from being the only team this season to take a series of Team Alexander. And if they can get a domination, they will be the only team to do that too. Because duh. Ana is banned. Hello, Lana. How's it going? Once again. Excuse me. They ban out Garrosh again. Okay. That might mean they plan on picking up Diablo themselves. That might be the play here. Excuse me. Once again, everybody. If you're enjoying the show, maybe consider supporting the players by hitting !Matcherino in chat and donating to the prize pool. Checking out the Patreon. Yes, D&D Galaxy, Hanamura is in the pool. Don't ask questions. Basically, there was a vote on the NGS site to swap Sky Temple for something, and the chat went for Hanamura instead of, oh, I don't know, Garden. Fools. We see the Stukov banned away. Still too scary for Chili Mountain. The early game, it was kind of dominant. Once again, you can check out the Next Gaming Series Patreon. Hey, I called it! To show support to the people who work behind the scenes, the admins, the moderators. And if you like what I'm doing, this casting, on what could be a 3-game series, you can show your support and your relief for me being able to save my voice more by potentially having a 3-game series, or your condolences for when Team Alexander might start their reverse sweep and I have to get all super boost hype. Feels good. You can help that by donating subscriptions. And you can donate wonderful bits. Yo, but Sky Temple was great, but I agree. I think it was silly that they did that. But I do like Garden. Garden is I think if we had a choice between Hanamura and Garden, I think I would have preferred Garden. Oh, I started an argument in the chat. Yrel going to be coming in for Team Alexander. The boots are off. And we're seeing that Yrel offlane. Garden can go, though. If you're enjoying the show, please consider dropping a subscription or a bit donation in the Nexus Gaming Series chat. When Storm Division games are happening, when you drop bits or donations, those go directly to the caster. So you can support me directly. Which, I do get to cast these amazing games, but I also do have to eat. And thanks to your generosity, I am able to do that on a more consistent basis these days. So thank you all for your generosity, and I would very much appreciate it if it was to keep coming. Malthael gets banned too. The respect is real. Don't blame him. Chromie was also banned away. So much respect coming in from both these teams. Shelly Mountain now, though, with Junkrat and Johanna. Johanna could be solid as a duel into Diablo. Junkrat. Great denial and good rotations on the map. Cassia and Deckard on the board. First Deckard we've seen this series. Potential sleeps for disengages for Chili Mountain here, and good healing for Johanna if they go Ruby. Which they might not. We will see. Plenty of opportunities, plenty of options here. Man, I have started a legit argument. Hey, Pina Colada, if you are in the chat and if you have the power to start polls, could you start a poll on which map is better? Sky Temple, Hanamura, or Garden of Terror? Could you start that poll? I'm curious to see what the chat says. Alrighty, we see Deathwing. We see Anduin as the final pick. The Anduin is a cool idea for a supporter here. I like that. Get people pulled out of sleeps, pulled out of Junkrat stuns, or maybe Light Bomb Yrel or Light Bomb Diablo. Leoric is, of course, the sensible last pick, playing into a Deathwing. You want that percentage damage. This could be Mithril Mace, or it could be Drain Hope build. Mithril Mace is more likely here. So then, it feels good. I need some Smithiel's Chicken Barbecue. I would love some barbecue. I would really love some barbecue. American barbecue is insane. Alrighty. We are loading into Tomb of the Spider Queen. Yeah, the lockdown Deathwing coming in here. The Leoric's sensible here because the Leoric is the only percentage damage until level 16 on the side of Chili Mountain. No one else gets it except Leoric gets it, of course. The Drain Hope at early levels. Cassia gets the, I don't remember the name of the talent. Titan's Revenge, I think? She gets that on level 16, which is very far away when it comes to percentage damage, which is important. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's head into what might be the final map of this series, unless this team can bring it back. Wham Bam Bazilan, thank you for the 500 bits. Very generous. Once again, during Storm Division casts, when you donate bits or subscribe, those bits of subscriptions go directly to the caster, which helps me afford to eat today. Let's go! On the left-hand side, looking to begin the reverse sweep. Let's get this going. It's Team Alexander with Lockdown on Deathwing, Nacho Jin on Yrel, Spell on Diablo, Hide on... whoa, words are hard. Hide on Anduin, and Gondar is playing Hanzo. On the right-hand side, looking to close out the series and be the first and currently only team to take a series and a domination versus Team Alexander, it's Chili Mountain. Let's get this going with Xenorus on the Leoric. Mason plays on Deckard Cain. Infrared playing Junkrat. Tremor going to be on Johanna. And Roger is bringing out the Cassia. Titan's Revenge is the 20. What's the 16 then? I'm getting them all mixed up. You're almost certainly right. I couldn't remember the name. I couldn't remember which talent was where. Lockdown, clearing out the lanes. Let's have a look at some of these level 1 talents. We are going with the Dragon Soul. Despite nerfs to Incinerate, we are still going to see the potential of it being used. It's still decent. Nice jump by Gondar, protecting themselves here. Going with the simple geometry. Again, the Koreans very much like a build which is based around scatter arrows to get cooldown reduction on Dragon Strike at level 20. It's a commitment to the late game, but it's very high damage and very high zoning. So, Lockdown. Not so much rotating with the team, but he is still here for very high damage. He is also still going Incinerate at these early levels. Yrel at the bottom of the map, starting off with Dauntless. protecting against those crit autos of Xenorus, who went for the Ossian Renewal. More common level 1. Martial Law! Thank you, Lana. That feels good. Titan's Revenge is the talent that allows them to ignore armor. And Martial Law is the one that lets you do percentage damage. Thank you, team. Thank you, Lana. This is why Lana's the ranged assassin for my team, and I'm the offlane. We're going to be seeing Infrared and Mesa Blaze starting on the Bruiser camp, which is being mirrored on the other side of the map by Team Alexander. There was a small sort of engage attempt coming in from Lockdown and Spell, but Lockdown going to be backing away a little bit slower than his teammate here. Find level 4 is going to be hit for them. He duels Tremor on the way out. Now with that level 4 talent, he will be able to zone them away and win that duel, but level 4 is now available for both teams. Molten Breath for the zoning. Yes, 13 is gloves. Going to be seeing the potion of shielding, not going for the ruby. There's Ignore All Distractions. That basically locks us into this Scatter Arrow Dragon Strike build. So we'll be seeing Dragon Strike at level 20, almost certainly. Hyde gets harassed. Good zoning by Tremor. First time he's been off Diablo this series. He's still playing equally as aggressively. Wave clear, Neil Peasants coming in for Leoric. He's going for that potential double soak while his team pushes later on. Sin's exposed for the Johanna. Lots of extra pressure there. Charge onto Tremor. Nitrogen is there as well. Not enough damage to finish the job yet, though. We finally see a difference on the build of Diablo as well. We're seeing a Devil's Due, which is fantastic on this map, and he went for Souls to the Flame. New and improved. Going for a Fire Stomp-based build. Let's see if he finishes it, goes it all the way, or if he's going to differentiate. Gondar takes a lot of damage. Slow, pressure. Looking to make himself as close to a wall as possible, so he had a way out just in case. They clear out the lanes. Currently, 26 gems turned in for Team Alexander, 18 for Chili Mountain. Team Alexander have enough for their full turn-in. Gondar clearing out the minions, using that Ignore All Distractions. He one-shots minions here. Helps out Nitrogen, pressures Xenorus. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of a duel. They're going to begin to turn in. Nitrogen holding the line for the moment. As we can see right now, again, enough gems for both teams to turn in. Chili Mountain's still a little bit behind in terms of gem count. But neither team can find the angle right now. Nitrogen dodges the Drain Hope. Very good here. We have Emerald, by the way, anti-healing for Mason Blaze. Tremor just tanks through. Very nice. The damage he can do to Gondar of each trade is very effective. Scatter Arrow comes out. We have the Skyfall keeping Lockdown sustained, because right now he's down to 2 armor plates. Eating a lot of pressure here. Look at that trade onto Gondar. He might actually be in serious trouble here. Roger with the chase. Enough to kill. Hyde came in for the extra healing just in case. And now Spell is the one who is pressured. Cataclysm, they are way too far forward for this. That has to be a disengage, as we do see the move forward from Tremor. Not enough for a kill. Lockdown just trading as best he can with that W. It has no armor plates left, though, so they go for Tremor, and this time they get it. Mesa Blaze grabs the gems back, root from Hyde, but no extra stun from Spell. Gondar pulls back. But that is a big kill for Team Alexander. Removing the tank from the board, and that gives them the freedom they need, finally, for Lockdown to turn in his gems. Once again, Mesa Blaze was able to recover the gems of Johanna. Lane's getting cleared out. Nitrogen comes in. Still dominating that bot lane. There's that never outmatched cooldown reduction on Scatter Arrow. Basically, extra Scatter Arrows, cooldown reduction on Scatter Arrows. Also, he's bloody done with simple geometry. You get the cooldown reduction, auto attacks reduce the cooldown of Scatter Arrow. Scatter Arrow reduces the cooldown of Dragon Strike, so do auto attacks. So everything synergizes. Once you hit Dragon Strike level 20, then you start to dominate. Lane's cleaned out. Spell tanking as best he can. As wow. Web Weavers kill off 2 towers and a gate. There we go. 3 towers to help with Deathwing. Good defense for Chili Mountain, shutting it down. With level 10 on the board, though. Bellowing Roar, Ardent Defender. We have Lightning Breath coming in for Diablo. And this holding on Hanzo, who will almost certainly be Dragon Strike with his build. And we currently see Anduin also waiting it out. Lockdown will back away here. Bless Shield, Riptire, stay a while. Ball Lightning. And Leoric also yet to pick. Likely going to be Entomb because it traps Deathwing, but he could go for March. There we go. It's Entomb. Not too surprising there. We do still get it. There's the Dragon Strike, as predicted. Immediately going to be used to zone away from the turn-in, preventing it from happening. It also gets huge damage onto Mason Blaze. They chase it down, looking for huge damage output. Light Bomb catches no one. Johanna Ryan skins it beautifully. They're still trying to chase Mason Blaze, though. He has most of the gems. Here comes Spell with a good charge, and they kill off Deckard. The gems will be recovered mostly by Tremor, but not all of them. Nacho just eats damage from Junkrat from off the side there. There's the Leap of Faith. Spell still being chased down by Infrared. He's going to use Tremor as an escape, though. Charges his way out. They didn't prevent the gems from returning, but they did deny at least 8 gems away from Chilly Mountain. Team Alexander, they are in. They are looking to try and make their comeback in this series. Not going down without a fight. Turn-ins coming in, enough gems available for Team Alexander to snowball their second turn, and then already with mid lane weakened heavily by their Bruiser Camp push, this time they should get more value. Xenorus says goodbye. Transformation to ranged mode by Lockdown, so we can pressure a little bit more. Wants to be able to poke down the objective without being sniped here. They begin to push their way into mid. First fort of the game is what they're looking for here. In the meantime, Leoric again clearing bot lane solo. Junkrat again clearing bot lane solo. I said Leoric was bot. He's actually top. I can talk. But level 13's now on the board. Ooh, Fire and Fury here. Getting that extra damage on slowed and rooted targets. Very cool to see. And stun, of course. Anduin going for the big save talents here. Enchant Boots, Lion Speed. Gives himself that little bit of extra movement speed and also that quick heal on anyone he Leap of Faiths. It's not a big deal, but sometimes it can be the difference between life and death. Cool talent. There's the Hellfire. Extra damage coming in for Diablo. Gondar. Ooh, they get him out of there. Not willing to take the risk at all. I like Team Alexander's cautiousness there. It's a big talent to burn, but yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. Lockdown was able to push up top lane. Get a little bit of counter push going. Get his team a little bit of an XP advantage. They're almost a full level ahead here. Tremor can't turn in. Zoned away by Lockdown, who was entombed, drained, hoped by Xenorus here. Lockdown will be zoned out. Spell now second interrupt. Hanzo finishes bot lane. He's going to make his way up, and they may look for a team fight. Lockdown, he fountained here. Willing to take the fight down armor plates. Not willing to risk taking flight because he will not land in time. Dragons across the board here. Lockdown looks for Xenorus and they find the kill. Big dive coming in here. Lockdown with full chase. He has Bellowing Roar, so if he can get behind people, he will find the angle. They find Tremor. Body blocks are good. You can't iron skin that, but the light bomb does not land. There's the Bellowing Roar, and that's 38 gems dropped by Chilly Mountain. Lockdown tries to body block them, but he nearly dies. They bait in Roger, though, who is healed up. He's gonna get away with the help of Mason Blaze. Gondar looks for the kill, but Roger escapes with 29 of the gems. They were also able to sneak a turn in thanks to Infrared turning in bot lane. Wow. They're still in this. Chilly Mountain holding themselves together. Getting a little bit of a turnaround there. The escape holding on to enough gems for a second turn. And Entomb, Gondar says, well, thanks for the wall, and we'll leave. Deathwing will re-land full armor plates now. He's in ranged mode for wave clear purposes. Wants to wave clear safely. They're looking for Roger. Molten Breath catches one minion. Cancelled immediately. Bot lane already cleaned up thanks to Siege Giants. It's all about top lane now. The charge Tremor. Damage is good. There's the Riptire onto Nacho Jin and onto Spell. They hold through it. Ardent Defender, Dragon Strike splits the team in two. They try to make the most of it and focus Xenorus, but he will Wraith Walk away. And suddenly Spell finds himself isolated. They're not dealing with this Web Weaver yet. Spell uses Tremor to escape. Sleep is there, but Spell will escape as Cataclysm comes in. They're looking for the turnaround play with Nacho Jin onto the backline. Tremor trying to get out here. Roger is low. He's the one with any gems. They dive him deep. It's him and Infrared. Roger is deep. Lightning Breath tickles his butt cheeks and they get the kill. Lockdown looking for the turnaround play to try and get Xenorus, but he can't get out. Leeching, Spectral Leech gets the kill. They want the revenge on Xenorus though, and they will pick it up. Infrared holds on to 29 gems, but that is a triple kill coming in from Team Alexander. They move down to take out the Bruiser camp to get extra value. This Siege Giant camp, it's the same one from earlier, is still pushing. That's so much pressure onto that bot lane. Two Siege Giants and a Catapult is causing all this grief. Finally, Infrared will shut that down with the Concussion Mine into the base. Deathwing with Elementium plating here, giving himself that sustain. We have the percentage damage of Templar's Verdict. Dragon Strike, it looks cool. Achieves very little. They have enough for another turn in, but they're timing it better. They're timing it this time. They're waiting till they have all their camps. Everyone's going to be up. They're going to have all the map pressure before they turn in one more time. They have 44 gems in their inventory. They only need 3. So we see them move in up to the top area, preventing a turn in. Only 2 gems needed for Chili Mountain. But they are holding all their gems. And Team Alexander just got another Web Weaver turn in. With mercenaries on all fronts. Web Weavers are on the way. If they die, they lose their chance at a turn in. They have to protect Infrared at all costs. But Nacho Jin, Light Bomb over the wall with the Concussion Mine to dodge the Light Bomb stun. Infrared sneaks away. They leave. We have Mithril Mace for Leoric. It's the ultimate Deathwing counter build. So Web Weavers push in. Hanzo is not here. He's trying to soak them to level 20, but he's going to come in because they might be able to get a keep here. There's that percentage damage. There's that martial law. We were talking about it earlier. That is a good Dragon Strike angle. That really makes that defense annoying. Makes it all the way to bot lane. Gondor needs to be careful, though. Can't afford to be rooted here. Web Weaver just under half health. Remember, that health ticks down. They don't actually need to hit it for it to die. Just makes it faster. That is an Ardent Defender being burned by Yrel. Good Entomb onto Lockdown. He's forced to burn Bellowing Roar. Yrel, the first to fall in this fight. Lockdown is being eaten alive by Xenorus, but he turns around to instead guarantee the kill onto Diablo, who drops 10 gems. They are forced to back away, but top lane is able to achieve a keep. First keep of the game in favor of Team Alexander. Diablo recovers. He lost so many gems, though. They don't actually have enough for another turn in there. Bot keep. They're going to try and rush it down. They have Cataclysm, so Lockdown may use this just to use Cataclysm just to escape and buy time. He's just going to die. Xenorus will get him here. Oh, snap, son. Never mind. Lockdown gets out on 60 health. Boss is being snuck here by Roger, Mason Blaze, and Tremor. Is Spell going to try and interrupt this? The team is on the way. He may try and buy some time. New and improved Firestorm build. He's trying to delay the boss. His team's on the way, but he has no souls. He lightning breaths. It's the Aesthetic Dragons. The point, though, is undefended. Hyde moves forward, but they don't have anyone to attack. Lockdown, he's going to try it. He's on the point. Bellowing Roar is not available. He uses it. He steals the boss. Unbelievable from Lockdown as they dive into the backline looking for Xenorus, who has nowhere to go. The Dragons come out again. They hit absolutely nothing, but they zone everyone away. Gondor is chasing down Infrared, the only one with gems or health. He is zoned out as Team Alexander move in with the Cataclysm Bellowing Roar play. They steal the boss and march for Chili Mountain's core, bringing this series to a 1-2. Team Alexander. Is this the beginning of the reverse sweep? Or will they will they be wiped out by Chili Mountain in game number 4, ladies and gentlemen, which is where we will be being taken via the power of Team Alexander. Diablo didn't even pick his level 20 because he's dead. GG, Team Alexander taking the game, and they bring this to a series. Team Alexander back in this. Chili Mountain close there, but they didn't get a single fort. The throw pit scouted by Spell. Valiant sacrifice by Spell. And then all it took was a little delay from Hyde and one very ballsy play coming in from Lockdown. The Cataclysm bellowing roar to set that up and bring Team Alexander into a game number 4. Stats-wise at the end, Lockdown really keeping his team in this game XP-wise. Yarel did a lot as well, but you can see here, Hanzo, Deathwing, and Yarel all took a turn solo soaking at the point during that game. They really kept themselves in that game that way. Hanzo, he did top the damage chart by quite a bit here. 20,000 more than basically anyone else in that game. He did land Dragon Strikes. It does do a lot of damage, and more importantly, it zones. That's where they got really good value out of that. Yes, he missed a couple, but that last one, the one before last, into the boss to follow up on Spell, that was money. That bought them enough time for Deathwing to get in there. That was insane. Big shout out to Xenorus, though, who spent most of his time Dragon Slapping, and it went very, very well for him. Really got some good damage, really bullied Lockdown quite a bit, punishing him for that. Very well played by everyone. Tremor showing he's not just a Diablo 1 trick, played that Johanna really, really well. Zoned out, bullied Gondar so often during that game. Hyde showing why he's just not really bannable, he's just scary no matter what he plays. But ladies and gentlemen, here are the talents for those who want them, because we're heading to a game number 5. Number 4. Realized I was wrong and then I had a mouthful of drink, so I couldn't correct myself. Thank you very much for the shoutouts on the casting. Excuse me. If you are enjoying my casting, maybe consider dropping a subscription or donating bits to the Nexus Gaming Series channel. When you do it while I am casting, you are able to, those bits and donations and subs go directly to me, Tetcher, the caster. So if you want to support the casters who are casting Storm Division, then make sure that you wait for your favorite to be casting, donate and sub during that time. If you're a Jinxie fan, hang on, I'll get up the schedule so I can tell you. Storm Division, because I'm the first this week, so I can shout out everyone else. If you're a Murder fan currently this week, tomorrow he will be casting Regen versus Velocity. That will be tomorrow at 9 PM EDT. If you're a Jixie fan, she will be doing the other Koreans versus Team Exodia. That should be fun. That will be on the 14th at 9 PM EDT. And if you like the Crushinator, they will be casting VGM versus Ceton on the 15th. There will also be a game on October 16th at 10:30 EDT, VGM versus Velocity. That is rescheduled from a previous week, and I think it's Jinxie casting that. But again, excuse me, if you donate subscriptions or bits during that time, then they will go directly to the caster who is casting those games. So make sure you time it with who you like to support them from while they do their amazing, amazing work. Thank you, Hakuna Frittata, still one of my favorite names, for gifting a sub to Warforged Speed, which is also a fantastic name for a D&D nerd such as myself, and Kaspersbu. I'm not pronouncing that one right at all. All right, let's do it phonetically. Casp3. Thank you very much for the sub as well. Using your Twitch Prime feels amazing. Alrighty. We have our next map, ladies and gentlemen. Still could be the last map of the day. We will see, but I will demonstrate to you what it be. We are heading for game number 4 to Braxis Holdout. Jelly Mountain opting for first pick, giving this map choice to Team Alexander. Excuse me. So Team Alexander choosing to take us to Braxis. Jelly Mountain. Can they close this out? Can they stop the Team Alexander reverse sweep? Let's find out. As you can hear that sound, the draft has started. You never heard anyone pronounce your name that wrong. Oh, that's not what I want to hear. Choo-choo, hype train. Let's ignore me being bad. Thank you, Rihanna, for the sub. We are in a hype train, everybody. Get your subs and donations in as we get all aboard. We're only 6% from beating level 1. The draft has started. Can South Korea begin the reverse sweep? Team Alexander bringing us in with Chili Mountain. First pick and first ban. Let's get this going. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Nice left for the Tier 1 hype train. Thank you all very much for your generosity. It's Junkrat. Gonna be banned out. You know what? You know what? Yeah, it's Casper's Boo. I'm sure there's like an extra S. It's Casper's Boo. Should we see Garrosh removed by Team Alexander? Alrighty, Team Alexander taking out the Garrosh here. Likely means they might want to play Diablo as well. Lano with the Prime sub. We have completed level 1 hype trade. Toot toot! Let's see if we can beat level 2, everybody. Thank you so much for your generosity. Hypey is what it always says. It also drops confetti. Nice. Someone spent time coding that. Alrighty, Stokov's banned, and so is Anna. Anna going to be removed here. Taken out of the equation. Still too scary, even with the nerfs. These pro players can just do too much. The nano boost, the more powerful part of her kit. The sleep, though, is still pretty decent. You need to refresh your stream. Wait, why am I telling him that? He can't hear me. Refresh stream. That's how do you pronounce it? How do you spell your name? That. Bush. Wait, what? Budrush stream? What is that? Where'd Bud come from? How did that happen? I have no idea what happened there. Well, alright, cool. Diablo is first picked by Tremor, meaning that we might as well GG now. Not really. Let's see if Team Alexander can bring it back this time. Diablo on the board. This time we see it finally. Lockdown's going to be able to get his hands on that Chromie. Johanna also on the board. Let's see what the turnaround for that is. Diablo on the board. It's still quite hard to get onto Chromie. She's so far back all the time. Hey! Diva made it through the draft. Diva's on the board to try and dominate that top lane. And Greymane comes in for Roger. Big burst to follow up on that Diablo. Seems like people like me, Alex. Lies. Alrighty, Team Alexander. With the ban, people donate because they hate my guts. They despise my very being. And that's why they donate money to me. We're going to be seeing the Decade Ban. I like that. Decade Ban, when there's a Greymane on the board, shuts down potential Ruby shenanigans. And Team Alexander have first pick after the ban phase, meaning they get first choice on supports. Only other one I'd really be worried about is Lucio. They might pick Lucio themselves, but they're playing it into Diablos. That's a little scary. But there's still Malfurion available. Malfurion Chromie is terrifying still. We still have quite a few options. Chili Mountain now. What do they prioritize? They get rid of Malthael. Malthael into Diva is a pretty solid matchup. By the way, team, we have 2 minutes left before the hype train runs out. We're at 22% of the tier 2 hype train. We can make it to tier 3, I believe. And once again, exclamation mark Matcherino in chat to donate to the prize pool for the Nexus Gaming Series Storm Division. Raise it up Reward the players for putting on such an incredible game. And also, I will be reading out messages from people who donate. I'll be reading out the pledges if you put one with your donation. Chen is going to be picked up here to try and bully the D.Va. Chen, one of the few heroes who can actually duel D.Va. Also, weirdly called by Uniso here. And oh no, Servish Savike. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Nice, very appreciated. Sylvanas for big push potential. Newly buffed, or we see mind control, who knows? And Brightwing on the board. Brightwing, polys for Chen. Spell armor to protect against the Chromie. Thank you for the hearts. Much love to you all. Team Alexander, finish it off with the Cassia. Cassia into Greymane, Sylve, and D.Va Diablo. Yep, that's a pretty solid last pick. Really nicely played there by Team Alexander. Gives them probably the best chance of surviving some of those big engages with the armor and, of course, the blinds. That should help them out quite a bit. We'll see if it's enough, though. They have potential plays here with Kick Light Bomb. There's probably too many interrupts for Salvation, so I doubt we'll see that. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be game number 4 as the hype train comes to a screeching halt. Choo-choo. We're heading into game number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this going. Thank you for the tier 2 hype train. Thank you for the tier 1 hype train completed. We're heading in to game number 4. Let's get this going. Can Team Alexander continue their reverse sweep, or will Chili Mountain shut them down at the post? Let's find out. We are heading in to game number 4. It is going to be on the left-hand side, beginning the potential reverse sweep. Team Alexander from South Korea with lockdown on Chen. Gonda going to be playing the Cassia. Nacho Jin on the Chromie spell. Busting out the Johanna, and it's Hyde. Once again, playing Anduin. Whereas, on the right-hand side, it is going to be from North America, Chili Mountain. We have Tremor on the Diablo, Mason Blaze on Brightwing, Roger on the Greymane, Infrared on Sylvanas, and it's Xenorus currently going to be playing the D.Va. And it's the 4-man top lane. They're rushing towers, baby, and Lockdown can do absolutely nothing. He's going to hit him and tell him to leave while sweeping his broom at them, but he cannot help here. Finally, Hyde's going to come in. They're looking for Infrared for a kill here. They're really trying to wait for that root. Got it! Good kill. Mason Blaze TP, not in time. And Sylve will become first blood. John Mill, 42. Thank you for the sub. It is 3:59 in the morning for the UK. Poor Spell, left alone in bot lane to fight D.Va. Not a fight he can win. Finally, we'll see Chen make their way down. And we just have a full reversed map for once. Very rarely see that here. Ooh, smart. Overwhelming Affliction to try and kill Chen. Percentage damage and extra slows coming in for the Sylvanas here. Really going for some burst damage. Let's see if it works out. They get the kill. Brightwing lands the finishing shot onto Spell there. Getting the second kill of the game. 1-1. It's going to be a full metal. Really the top talent these days. Thanks to the changes onto D.Va. You still see pro moves sometimes when you have really high attack speed heroes on the enemy team. Time trap, but it's only delaying the inevitable. The polymorph comes out, shuts down Hyde's escape, and he will perish. Charge strikes and Storm Stout secret recipe coming in for the members of Team Alexander. There's a bully happening. Big bully. Tremor sustains through. Gondar trying to make it back to his base and will do so. Looks for some big turnaround damage. Really making the most of those charged strikes. Good damage output. And Roger claims the double channel. Lockdown going to come up here and duel Xenorus. Big condemn coming out from Spell, but that's damage onto Gondar, who will turn around. Good root from Hyde, but the TP from Mason Blaze is too good with the hyper shift percentage healing. That will shut down the kill. These two are still fighting. Wow, this is potentially the most interesting solo lane we could have possibly had. Look at him go. Look at this go. Charge comes in onto Hyde, and he is bopped. Big kill, but that's low Roger, and that's a very low Tremor. What happened here? Hello? Team? Blizzard? I require assistance. It went away when the darkness came. Let's just pretend it's in the closet and ignore it as we see the shots come in. Just put it under the rug. Nothing happened. Xenorus has the nuke, buying time against Lockdown. They actually have the double channel. They hold this for now. There's the kill onto Sylvanas. And yeah, Team Alexander beginning to pick up kill after kill. Another hypershift comes in. Hyde returns. Topping everybody up. That mech drop still has global sound effects. Lockdown will be slain here, losing the duel to D.Va, who has gone for the percentage damage rush down here. But they were too late. He gave his life, Lockdown, sacrificing himself for the full percentage Zerg wave coming in for his team. 100 to 18%. Chromie has been left down to clear this and will do so very quickly, while the rest of the team hard pushes top. Xenorus charges through everything. Newly nerfed Rushdown does less. There's only 75% increased damage to neutrals, not 100%. Oh no, what a shame. Only 75% bonus damage. What a shame. You can see the damage reduction. Good pull from Hyde, saving Lockdown there. There's some good damage reduction coming out of the defense matrix of Xenorus. Mesa Blaze eating the sand shot to prevent the damage from going onto Tremor so that he can port back and heal out. Xenorus makes his way back down. Will begin to heal back up with that full metal. Lockdown makes his down as well. He does not know that Infrared is coming in, though. He might be in trouble. Big dive, and there's percentage damage on that Sylv. He's trying to tank. Drink! Drink! He survives. Lockdown will survive this time. Infrared going to port back to base to give it a minion damage there, but there's the counter kill across the map. Taking out Gondar. Time Trap will prevent Tremor from chasing any further, and that will just end up being a 1-for-0 in favor of Team Alexander. We're going to be seeing the peekaboo for Brightwing, full single target heals here with Unstable Anomaly. Keeping the percentage damage coming. D.Va. Likely going to go for the mini stuns here. Should be pretty solid against Gondar. That or the defense matrix gives charge. He doesn't. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Spell, but the siege from Nitrogen forces Tremor to back up. Goliath's pushing in the bottom lane with the Raven. Top lane, they will meet up with the Siege camp and begin counter-pushing. Counter-Siege taken in bot lane by Team Alexander for extra D-push. But they could be invaded. Spell, positioned to try and deny that. They gotta hurry. Here comes Tremor. Okay, they get the camp, but it's gonna get nuked here. Big charge coming in from Tremor. Nuke does not land, and it was tanked beautifully by Spell. The only person to get caught by it. Big blind comes in from Gondar, but his follow-up damage is interrupted by Tremor. There is the recall coming in from the temporal loop with huge damage from Nacho Jin. Snipes the Brightwing, who came in to save Tremor. Xenorus pops out the mech. Does not have good to go. Will get sniped down beautifully here. We can see massive damage being dealt to this bottom wall, but it will be cleaned up by the members of Team Alexander, who take the 2-for-1. But they lost top experience as Roger was able to clean out some of the experience and the minions there, but he cannot dual Lockdown yet, so he's going to be forced to back away. Nacho Jin grabs the globe. Ports coming out from quite a few members, Spell especially, to heal back up. Lanes will be pushed out, making the most of that bruiser, that Goliath Raven camp to push in bot lane. Here comes the move-in. Condemn. Trying to slow down Tremor. Dragon's Breath coming in. Does a lot of damage here. Not enough to secure a kill. Gondar is eating a lot of poke coming in from the side. Infrared trying to flank. Lockdown. Deep dive. Pre-level 10. Temporal loop for Roger. He's got a medallion in, but it's not enough. He'll get sniped, and so will Diablo. They get the double kill there. That is going to be a Valkyrie. Do they have the follow-up stun? They chase him. Mesa Blaze gets away. I don't think they expected that to land. The Zerg comes in, and they will begin pushing into bot lane. Top Zerg. Get him, lad. Nice. Sylvanas going up there to get some counter push and try and get a counter forge with that Black Arrow. She's gone for the Lost Soul here. Really going in for that single target damage here. Getting Overwhelming Affliction, Lost Soul, and they will go for Cold Embrace later on. It's all about killing single members. As we see the charge onto Lockdown. There's a falling sword, but Lockdown, his Stormer fire is interrupted. That is a light bomb, but it's completely cleansed by Mason Blaze. Wailing Arrow only catches Chromie, and that is the key to disengage. Keep will survive as Chilly Mountain survive the engage. Sylv, as we saw, using the Wailing Arrow there, was forced to port back, not able to take down the fort. We have Micro Missiles, no new and improved Bunny Hop. The Lightning Breath Blink Heal. We saw the Wailing Arrow already used, and Cursed Bullet coming out from Greymane. Xena is scouting out so that they don't get sniped while in that mechless form. Invade comes in from the side. 4 out of 5 members here. Hyde just on the way. Camp will be stolen. That is all. Chilly Mountain back away, not willing to take the fight. Valkyrie, though, Gondar, what a god! There's the Falling Sword, hits no one, though. Blink heal value. As we see Mason Blaze, though, completely separated from the team, is going to have to come the long way around to get in range to Blink heal. Lockdown, focused by the percentage damage of Sylvanas. Infrared, bullying Lockdown on this Chen here. It's forced to back away. They clean up. The Micro Missiles doing as much damage as they can. Spell. Moves in, tries to find the right angle for a full engage. Does not have another Falling Sword, will be forced to back away. But they're keeping the pressure on. They're just trying to keep Chilly Mountain in their base here. Clearing out the bot lane. Looking for some consistent map pressure. Remove vision, remove opportunity. Camp going to be denied once again by Team Alexander. Lockdown, wrapping around behind. Cursed Bullet lands on Gondar, quickly healed up. Camp is lost. Do they still want to try and engage? Mason Blaze zoned away by Lockdown, who is suddenly very isolated. He's so fast, though. He's so fast. He runs out of there as quick as he can, but he's still being chased. Can he get out? Lockdown, Stormer fire. And that will allow him to escape. He has enough hit points to not only escape, but turn around onto Infrared. Tremor will be the target, though. He gives his life for Infrared, causing a distraction. Falling Sword onto Xena, who boosts away, gets out of danger. And now this keep will once again be pressured. Camp was ignored, finally going to pull back, realizing they can't actually push that without minions. So they will deal with the camp and begin channeling the objective. Going to grab themselves a control point. Gondar clearing this out with Lockdown, keeping the pressure on the map, keeping everything, keeping the vision going, and most importantly, bullying this keep. They want to see if they can maybe get this by causing a distraction. Nacho Jin has to leave, and he's making the most of it here with Gnome speed ahead. Actually gets him out of danger pretty quickly. We see enough to share, getting maximum value there by Lockdown, blocking most of those Micro Missiles. Lots of Alacrity for the Cassia. We see Blessed Hammer. There's those Enchant Boots, Lion Speed. I'm going to see Infrared going to be the one to come down here and clear out this bottom lane, because they kind of have to. Meantime, Xena is trying to buy time. Bruiser Camp being taken by the rest of Team Alexander. They scout the boss, because that's what they believed was happening here. Spell, really trying to take that 1v1. Those Micro Missiles, though, really hurt. Xena will back away. But they trade out top for this. Lockdown, trying to delay, trying to deny by time. Siege Camp killed enough by Sylvanas that they don't have to worry about it. Double Channel comes in. They can't take the fight, though. D.Va will not make it there in time. Excuse me. That's going to be 100% to 18% Zerg Wave, pushing in the top lane. Tremor looking to see if they could maybe try and engage this. They're on even talent tiers. As finally, level 13 is available for Chilly Mountain. You see the Pixie Power. Remorselessness. No Cold Embrace here. Just going for single target auto attacks. Increase the range, more chance percentage damage, and also the fact they are being kind of bullied. Nuke comes out. Valkyrie to pull it away from the Zerg. Just kill me now. I'm never going to be that good in my life. We see Tremor pulling back here. Getting focused down. The Ultralisk doing a lot of damage. This will be the keep falling. Not enough for a win push, though, as we do see the focus wailing arrow, but they still get the pull-out. Anduin survives. Temporal Loop onto Tremor. He gets healed out by Mason Blaze, though. The spell armor is good. Stormbow fire onto the backline, but we see Xenorus in serious trouble. Gondar is low, taking the damage from Infrared, and they get the kill. Roger diving deep. That's the kill in exchange for Diva Mech. That's a good trade. They look for the kill onto Spell now, but the armor is too good. Infrared dances back. Core is being pressured, but there's nothing left that will really finish it by itself except for this catapult as Tremor dives deep, looking for the Chen here. Lockdown pops out at the polymorph. Body blocks are there, but they get the charge into the wall. Lockdown is giving it everything he can. He wants to at least get the mech, and he will do so, but his life is sacrificed for the mech and the keep. They are forced to pull back, but with a man advantage. Chili Mountain begin to pick up the boss. They are one game away from closing down this series and taking a 3-1 versus Team Alexander. But Team Alexander, they step up. Spell, he makes me out to the point. He doesn't want to chase it though, but he is in trouble now. There's the falling sword to retreat. They can't fight that without Chen, but they can look for the quick kill on Diablo. But he Medallions looks for Spell, who is taking huge damage from the Sylvanas here. Infrared is bullying Gondar slowed down. But they can't chase. They can't find the kill. Top is doomed. Gonna be bopped here. Right wing goes back to split soak. She's not the fastest, but she's the global, and that's the important part here. Xenorus backs away. Bruisers for bot lane. Bot lane did go down to the Zerg wave earlier, so the fort is taken out. Team Alexander hit level 16 first, though. They are still ahead in this game. They still have a keep and one very weakened one on the side of Chili Mountain. So Team Alexander do have the opportunity to push in. Missiles see that this camp is being done, but there's going to be no engage. Everyone just ported back to reset. Fully sustained, fully healed. Enough to share. Setting them up in case there's ever an engage. Positioning by Tremor. They spot him, though. He's going to back away. Making good use of Time Walker's Pursuit this game. Poured out by Roger. Keeping it safe. Making the most of that 16 advantage. Team Alexander grab everything on the map they can. Siege camps all taken. Bot is sustained, though. Saved by Chili Mountain as they get their level 16s as well. Will of the Forsaken. Critterize, more burst, in for the kill. By the way, pew pew pew, not good to go for the Diva. Very risky play here. Domination for Diablo and Executioner. They look for the opportunity. Tremor is deep. Gondar stunned out. No armor required. Here comes Diva with the stun. They were forced to back away. They are so zoned. The new gets good damage. Storm of Fire, though, as they try to dive onto Tremor. But Tremor, he's got a Lightning Breath just for the Unstoppable. He pulls back Valkyrie. Snipes Mason Blaze, though, as Gondar chases down Xenorus with the Helm of High. They'll be able to sustain that. Temporal Loop is denied by the Will of the Forsaken. But that is a 1 kill for 0. Here comes Hyde. He can't find the light bomb into Xenorus, so they turn for Tremor. Nacho Jin and Spell arrive, and they get the double kill. They are chasing deep. Jed is the deepest of all. Lockdown will tank through, though. And now, finally, Spell will seize top lane, and Team Alexander are going to begin ticking up that Zerg count. In the meantime, they're going to start sieging this bottom keep. Every bit of damage helps. Every bit counts. Once that keep goes down, that Zerg will be moving straight onto core. Gondar gets eaten by Roger, but it's not enough for the kill. Hyde with the save. So much damage. They pressure on. Johanna's not with them. She's making sure the Bruiser camp does core damage. Trying to set themselves up. Lockdown tanking everything he is worth. Roger holding out. Falling sword. They're looking for Roger. No one's in position. No one's in position. Spell might be in trouble. He's very extended. Here comes Tremor with the polymorph onto Gondar, who's in full retreat. It's panic mode. As they back out, they have to disengage. The silence onto Chen. Lockdown preventing him from escaping. Gondar focused down. Light bomb not enough. He's taken out. Gondar, the first and only person to die in this fight, as Lockdown snipes too. The Zerg comes in. The core is taking damage from the Goliaths and the catapults. 3 catapults and a Raven. The core is going down. Full Zerg wave coming in. Team Alexander, 2 members down. They're looking to try and end with this. They're willing to take the risk. Sylve cleans out the catapults. Here comes the temporal loop. They want to try and get Roger, but they can't do it. With the medallion saving the day, they push forward though. There's still Ultralisks and there's still Guardians. They want to try and siege this down. 2 heroes down. The shield is taken out. Tremor backing away. He has no health to sustain this. Micro missiles to kill off the Guardians. They get Roger though. The Guardians are taking out 49% on the core. They get Tremor. Nacho Jin is popping off as they force their way into the base. There's the heal onto Infrared. The one person with enough damage to save this game. 29% on the core. Hyde is polymorphed. Nowhere to go. He is sniped away. And Nacho Jin, Tremor reviving from souls. He will be taken out with Spell retreating. Gondar's back. This fight's been going on so long. He's back and ready to fight with Lockdown. And it's suddenly a 3 versus 4. And they're just going to try and end the game again. The enemy team is running across the map. They're going to try and race the core again to force them off the boss with Gondar. The Spell here for the delay, stopping the ports, buying the time. The core is being raced by Lockdown and Gondar for game number 5. Team Alexander make the play, and they're going to be able to take us to a game number 5 with the Storm of Fire as Chili Mountain are taken out on Brax's holdout. We are heading to a game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. And non-binary folks. Game number 5 is on the cards between these 2 teams. The final map to decide if Team Alexander will remain undefeated in series, or if Chili Mountain can shut down the reverse sweep. It all comes down to this. Chen, 66,000 self-healing. He self-healed almost as much as Anduin healed. Shield value. Excuse me. Cassia topping all the damage charts. Gondar, there was a reason he was focused so much. D.Va on the other side, though. Soaking so much experience. Doing so much damage. Here are the talents for those who want them, because there's already a lobby set up, so I'm not going to waste too much of your time. Chromie Q build using the Time Walker's Pursuit and the proper greeting. Excuse me. I'm going to head into the lobby, ladies and gentlemen, so I'll be able to tell you what map this series will be coming to its conclusion on. Because we are down to this. Ladies and gentlemen, the final map. Whoops, I made a mistake. Okay, glad no one saw that one. The final map of this series, chosen by Team Alexander as Chili Mountain up to the first pick, is going to be Towers of Doom. Of course, this is where it has to end. To decide if Chili Mountain can make their way into the top echelon of teams, can make their way up the board, the only team to claim a series off of Team Alexander. Will they be able to do it? We will find out. Chili Mountain to ascend to Legends. Already putting on one of the best series of Storm Division so far. Or Team Alexander to cement their place among the clouds with only one team left to face in Storm Division. Team Exodia after this. Can Team Alexander go in undefeated at 4:20 in the morning in the UK? I have to say, Mason Blaze has been playing really, really well this series. That right wing was really good. Once again, here are the standings, so that you can see what they are fighting for. Team Alexander, they have lost quite a few games. 6 games lost, but no series. They have taken hits, they have taken bumps, but they have never stayed down. They have reverse sweeped more than once in Storm Division. And now they are looking to secure their place in first place. Team Exodia, the last team they will face, I believe, in Storm Division. I will double check that quickly. Make sure that I'm correct, not spouting nonsense. Yes, this is the last team Team Alexander will face in regular group play of Storm Division. There's still playoffs to come. But Chili Mountain looking to make it so that Team Alexander will go into that last week defeated with a not perfect record. Chili Mountain, their final week matchup will be against Regen, the team in 5th place. They would love to go in with a 2-point buffer over Regen. They would love that. We'll see if they're able to do so. That's what they're fighting for. The players are filing in. Once again, here is the map setup for how we got here. Maps that were banned. Dragonshire. Infernal Shrines by Team Alexander. Chili Mountain. Cursed Hollow. And Alterac Pass. So far, both teams have picked and won a map. And both teams have won an opponent's picked map. With Team Alexander losing on their pick of Battlefield, but winning on Spider Queen and Bio and Braxis. Braxis was their map choice too. Chili Mountain, though, they won on their own map pick of Volskaya Foundry, and on Alexander's map pick of BOE. But can they do it on one of the most macro-intensive maps in the game? Towers of Doom. We are awaiting the players to enter into the lobby. While they are doing so, this is the last chance that I am going to get to remind you outside of lulls in the game that if you are enjoying the show, please prove me right that the Heroes community is ridiculously insane. They have Discord issues, which is why they're not in the lobby yet. But please prove me right by hitting !Matcherino in chat and getting the prize pool for Storm Division, what all these teams are playing for today and for the months before and in the future. Prove that the hero scene is amazing by getting that prize pool up to at least $2,000. I know we can make it. Every donation, I will read out any messages left with them. So if you want me to read out your messages on this stream, as long as they're safe for stream, I will do that if you donate to the prize pool. Let's get it up to 2,000, I believe. And if you like what I'm doing today, the players have been putting on some incredible games, and I have been so lucky to cast them. But if you want to pay me for my services, any subscriptions or bit donations during the Storm Division streams go to the caster who is casting them at the time. So if you donate or subscribe during this stream, then you will be, for starters, helping me out very, very much. And you will be being very kind and supporting me, allowing me to eat and just keep focusing on casting for that little bit longer. Keep pushing for that last little push. We're waiting for the last player to jump in. Again, they have some slight Discord issues. That'll be good. Will I be shaving my eyebrows again? Not for $2,000 for the stream, no. Maybe one day in the future, but it's going to have to be something kind of ridiculous if we can do that. Last year was $10,000 for charity. So we're going to be looking for something like that. $10,000 to charity, $10,000 to me. Any of those would be effective. Who needs milk? I need milk. Milk is good. doesn't actually help your bones grow as much as they say in school. That's a lie. The US government just has a lot of money in milk and wants you to buy it. Because they fund most of the milk. So they marketed it that way. There you go. Facts. They also have a shitload of money in cheese. My mama has 2 doggies who need all the treats. They would love the treats. Alrighty. Who are we waiting for? We have Roger, Tremor, Infrared, Mason Blaze, Hide, Lockdown. People aren't in the right places. Yeah, it's gonna have to be more. It's gonna have to be more than that. That's how much we raised for charity last time. And as much as I love charity, which I really do, I will always go out of my way for charity. But I think we can. I know we can make the $2,000 for the Nexus Gaming series. I know we can do that. We can get that up there. Once again, that link is !Matcherino in chat. So that you can get in those donations and support the players. And again, subscriptions and bits to support your boy, who's blowing out his voice tonight. Luckily, I don't have any casts tomorrow, so this will help. Xenorus is pending. Is he in? Is he in? Wait for it. Wait for it. Still pending. Damn it. Okay, we're still waiting for Xenorus. Alrighty. Cheese is milk. Yeah, mostly. I miss the days when my sub drives were, hey, I really like halloumi, so can you guys like give me money so I can buy halloumi and a pizza? And now it is please donate and subscribe so I can live. Those are the differences now. My car is breaking down. Please let me afford not to be able to drive to the shops to buy food instead of having to walk for 3 hours to go buy food. We have Xenorus! Yes! Okay. Caster R. I think we're going to be good, team. I think we're going to be ready for game number 5. The final game of this best of 5 series. We're just getting the hat on the right person. And I think we're ready to go. Will Team Alexander be a... Milk equals cow plus effort. Cheese equals milk plus more effort. I mean, kinda, yeah, sure. Never heard it worded like that, and I never hear what it worded like that again. Alrighty. Team, we're getting ready to jump on in, please. We're just waiting for the R's from Team Alexander. We're in! Ladies and gentlemen, it is draft time. The final game for tonight. First pick going over to this team on the right from North America, Chili Mountain. Let's get this going. I should expand my Twitch streaming into what? Milk making? Sorry, cheese making? Damn. Well then. Nachos equals effort plus genius. Chili Mountain. Looking to be the only team to have defeated Team Alexander up to now. Excuse me. And Team Alexander looking to secure their place going into week 7. That's the only team to not lose a series. Diablo finally makes it into the bad spot. We have reached the precipice. Precipice, that's the word. The precipice of Diablo. Yes, okay, so what is the premises of Diablo? Someone in chat tell me. Garrosh is removed. Second pick for Chili Mountain now. Second ban. We see the Diva removed. They played it last time. It had great effect, topping all the damage charts. They don't want to give it over to Team Alexander, who ban out the Ana. Chromie left available. Junkrat left available. These have been some of the highest picks from either of these teams. Stukov left available. These are some of the highest priorities from these two teams. We start off with Chromie for Chili Mountain. Objective interrupt, burst damage. Insane DPS output. Team Alexander now. The hell is a premise. Hell is his premises. You are right. Well played, Rhiannon. Cassia for Gondar. It worked so well last time. And they're jumping back on Muradin. Giving it one more go. Spell going back to his classic. Chili Mountain now. Garrosh and Diablo both removed. We're looking at our Johannas now. Our Anubrax, our Maze. May is still available. May is also pretty good into Muradin. Lots of interrupts for that Dwarf Toss. Oh yeah, ETC, I forgot. Whoops. ETC is going to be picked up for Chili Mountain. And they steal Hide Stukov. With Anna Band, we're going to be looking at heroes like Deckard Cain and Lucio now. Lucio might actually make it onto the board. Anduin as well. Anduin has still been ridiculous so far for Hyde. That might actually be the play. We'll have to see. Lucio gives the boop. Anduin gives the pull. Deckard gives everything. Crushinator, thank you very much for the raid of a party of 9. As Malthael gets banned away. That would be scary. Malthael, Chromie, ETC, Stukov would be insta blow up on basically anyone, especially Muradin. That would be ridiculous. Chili Mountain now. Final ban of this game, of this series. What are they taking away? Support-wise, I'd say maybe Anduin. They do! The respect for Hyde. Anduin is taken out. Okay, I think I'm leaning more towards Lucio then. I think that might be good for interruptions onto ETC. We'll have to see. Kara seems being called by the chat. I'd like to see it, but there's a lot of CC on the board. They go with Yrel and Brightwing. Spell Armor to deal with Chromie. And interrupts for ETC. Makes sense. Very sensible here. Also, was really good last game. Played by Mason Blaze. Put on quite the performance. Chili Mountain to end their draft phase. ETC, Chromie. Need something to do some setup and finishing damage for Chromie. Greymane, perhaps. They need an offlaner. Tychus, and we have another Deathwing. With Malthael banned away, we suddenly find ourselves in a situation where the percentage damage is Yrel and Cassia. Brightwing technically has some, but she can't use it on Deathwing because it requires a polymorph. So now, with Tychus stolen away to prevent the counter for Deathwing, Sylvanas, I think, remains to be the top option. No, Sylvanas can't work on Deathwing. She can't because she can't slow him in terms of the percentage damage. So they ignore percentage damage. Cassia will have to do it alone as they finish out with Li Ming. Counter mage potential. Their plan to beat Deathwing is to not beat Deathwing and to beat everyone else first. Yrel can actually bully Deathwing quite hard in lane if it's played well. No Greymane. No Valor auto attack build for percentage damage. No Sylvanas because it doesn't work. Nothing like that. We go for Li Ming. Who needs percentage damage when you have a target? And that's the idea here. Keep hitting Deathwing with missiles. Eventually he'll die. This is the play. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading into game number 5 of this best of 5 series. The final game to decide who will go into week 7 with that extra win. Let's find out as we head in on the left-hand side from South Korea. Looking for the reverse sweep. Spell is on Muradin. Gondar is on Cassia. Hyde is playing the Brightwing. Lockdown is going to be bringing out the Li Ming. And Nacho Jin, once again on his trusty Yrel. From South Korea, it is Team Alexander. And on the right-hand side, hailing from North America, looking to move their way up the table and be the only team to beat Team Alexander in a series to date. Mason Blaze is on the Stukov. Tremor is on the ETC. Roger is on the Tychus. Infrared on the Chromie. And Xenorus is bringing out the Deathwing. And they use it to snipe out Nachojin. A perfect lurking arm to shut down the Yorel rotation. And first blood is acquired by this team. It's Chili Mountain, starting off with first blood into game number 5. Spell missing the Stormbolt. Nose charge by Gondar Eva there. Sorry, onto Gondar by Tremor Eva. Let's have a look at the level 1 talents. We're going to be seeing a deep breathing coming in for Chromie. Excuse me. Thunderstroke for the Cassia. It's been working. This seems to be the go-to build nowadays. Dwarf Block coming in for Muradin. Okay, we're maybe seeing a full tank Muradin here. None of that stacking Stormbolt stuff, just sustain. It is sensible here. Single enemy attack, though, is the slight issue. It will help against Deathwing, not so much against Roger, who has, of course, gone for Press the Advantage, the new go-to talent. And look at this. Xenorus, for starters, is dying, because Yorel, for second, has gone for Draconic Might. Now, the build here is to go Q. I would expect that's what we'll be seeing from Xenorus here, where he would just be going Draconic Might to prevent Burst, and then just using the Molten Breath build to just wombo against the ETC stun targets and try and grab kills that way. Both teams will likely lose their Impalers before too much damage is taken. Spell face melted away. Although, this pressure is pretty good. These sappers will actually make it in. Silence, not in the best spot. All but one sapper makes it in. Big damage, looking for the focus. Not able to get it. They don't land the magic missiles or the thunder or the lightning furies. Tremor escapes. Team Alexander yet to get a kill on the board. Level 4, we see in the rhythm. This is all to combat combo with Combat Tactician at level 7. We see Reverberation coming in from Muradin. Maybe this isn't a full tank build. It does give cooldown reduction onto Heroics, though, so that's the idea here. Cooldown reduction on Avatar to sustain. Good kill. Kill number 2 coming in here for Chili Mountain. Spell. Sustaining as best he can. Gondar backing up. We have Triumphate on the board. There's the start of that Molten Breath build within Furnace. They try to delay, but that's so much percentage damage. Roger stacking up. TB comes in with Hyper Shift once again. Also, Brightwing this time going for Magic Spit here. Going for extra cleanse cooldown reduction. Trying to save people from ETC. Polymorph onto ETC. No kill yet, though. Heal from Infrared, but they get him that time. The stun from Deathwing not enough to kill anyone. Gondar bombed by Mason Blaze with the auto attack from the Stukov, though. Making that a 3 for 1. This middle point still not taken. Currently 36 to 36 as top altars were traded. Spell interrupted twice, actually. Nachojin trying to punish Xenorus for this. Stun to interrupt one more time. How long can they keep this going? Spell taking damage. He's going to start to regen, but he is being bullied. This gave enough time for Tremor to come back, and that zones away so many heroes. Spell consistently interrupted here. Xenorus trying to zone out as well. Nachojin trying to keep him away from the fight, but he knows he might be needed if they're going to get this. How long can they keep this going reasonably? Now Hyde, they're going to try and use the opportunity of diving to try and get him. A Deathwing denies of the meteors. Down goes Spell. Lockdown in serious trouble. Nice use of Skyfall there to interrupt, getting 3 meteors to drop and deny those turn-ins. Xenorus is also going to land and try and zone out Not to the Jet. He also got all his plates back during that fight. Shots coming in. The shots are taken by Chili Mountain. Chili Mountain with good pressure onto the core of Team Alexander now, bringing it down to 32. The attrition game working so much in their favor. Also, I'm wrong. No combat tactician here. Relentless soldier trying to prevent the Muradin stuns from getting too much value. There goes Lee Big. Good kill there. Once again, Chili Mountain, the aggressors, 5 kills to 1. This is kind of what happened in game number 1. Suddenly we're seeing Chili Mountain pop it off. Look at that, lock Team Alexander out of the series. Sappers all make their way in. Front wall is absolutely eaten as the push comes in, pressuring this bell tower. Spell face melted away. More Dragon Breaths for Siege. And he has gone for full Dragon Breath build, Mobius Loop, and Deep Breathing for the extra slows here. Level 10, available early for Chili Mountain due to the fact that they have a 4-kill advantage. Casually. Tremor. Found by Spell, but they can't really afford to take a fight. It is going to be a mosh pit. We're going to be seeing the Bellowing Roar once again. Going to be so useful, the extra CC. In the meantime, Nacho Jin trying to gain value elsewhere on the map. Grabs themselves that Sapper Camp. Going to be seeing the Inner Light, by the way, for Cassia, as well as Grounding Rod, full Q build. Coming in here for Gondar. We have the Peekaboo level 10 now available for Team Alexander, so they're going to be on even talent tiers at least, to try and maybe take at least one of these. Xena is zoned out. That might allow Nitrogen to rotate down. Gondar channeling in. Mason Blaze coming in with the interrupt here. Roger zoned away by Hyde. Unlucky for Lee Big. Body blocked by Tremor. T-Tors. And a grenade from Roger denies the turn-in once again. They begin to make their way down. Tremor just going to zone back, and this might just end up being a double cap for Chili Mountain. Power slide. And they look to try and kill Spell. Here comes Xena as they're going really deep for this Muradin, who did go for the Avatar. Reverberation will help, but the zoning is good. Mason Blaze achieves the next capture. And Chili Mountain right now continue to extend their lead. 24 to 36 in favor of the North American team. Xena moves in. Cleans out the minions. Gonna probably lose an armor plate in a sec, but for now he's fine. Team Alexander look to try and grab their siege camp again. They bring down Hyde for this. They gotta get something. They went for Blink Heal. No Emerald Twin to try and disengage here. Mount up. They're looking for Tremor. Big focus. All the damage onto Tremor here, who will be focused down and sniped away. Second kill. Only the second kill. Team Alexander have been able to achieve this game. But they have it. And they need to use it to gain momentum. Their sappers are on the way. Clearing out the minions for them. Protecting them. Spell in position. He's scouted, but he dodges the grenade by Roger. They look for infrared, but they can't risk diving under that fort yet. Pressure in. Infrared. Great slowing sands positioning. So much pressure. Good dash by Roger. The run and gun to dodge the damage. The Sapper makes it in. A little bit of damage to the bell tower. Both bell towers wounded. Mirrored almost. Doesn't matter how many times you wound the bell tower though. You either got to capture it or you got to get those altars. And right now, altars are so much in favor of Chili Mountain. Team Alexander need to put on quite the performance to bring this back. Brightwing is going to peace out. They're still going to go for it. Self-cleanse! Hyde, he's got nowhere to go though. No minions. Spell came down to try and dash it. Immediate race for the double cap. Deathwing is going to try and interrupt. He was able to interrupt 1 and 2. And will that be enough to prevent the extra shot? It will! They prevent the shot, making this only a 6 shot instead of an 8. Buying them the time they need. Very smart here. Now they have long-term damage. They still lose this left-hand side, so they still come behind, losing 6 shots. But it's way better than 8. Very good play there. Moving on to Hyde, whose that self-cleanse was beautiful, but no minion wave, and Spell not arriving there in time. Power slide doesn't hit lockdown. Wave of Force immediately used there. Mosh Pit not put on cooldown, it was not being used. Orb comes in, they're just going to try and protect this. Let Deathwing soak. Deathwing continuing the Molten Breath build. Wicked Inferno now. Conflagration is where that damage really starts to add up. We have the Bronzebeard Rage for spell. Roger eating a lot of damage here. They're holding this pretty nicely. Just defending that. Look at that. Bell Tower barely touched at all. Really nice. Hyde gonna have to leave because infrared. Great little rotation there. Again, they're using Hyde as double soak here. They're using Hyde for extra soak here. Making the most of that global rotational ability. Give him some extra XP. Try and get them to 16 quicker because it is going to hit for Chili Mountain first. They can't afford to just not fight for a while. Hyde eating some damage for that though. They race it in. Cassia coming in. Gondar, they're going to try and turn this into a fight. Valkyrie not landed. Beautiful medallion. Shuts that down. Their timeout as well. So they use medallion first, saving timeout. There's Conflagration, level 16 on the board. Still just under half a level away for Team Alexander. Prog Rock is completed here for Tremor. Big healing for the team. And now they have aggressive shredding too. Power Slide onto spell. He'll be able to tank that. And it looks like these shots will just be taken by Chili Mountain. Bot was never recaptured. 5. They've already made back all but one of the shots they lost in that top area. Nitrogen going to be forced off this camp unless they choose to take a full fight over it. They have to be so careful of that mosh pit. Valkyrie is down for another 20 seconds. They still have Wave of Force. They move forward, trying to race the bell tower, but they can't afford to get hit by Tremor. Double power side. Cataclysm coming in, but it's going to be Kroby who snipes out Yarel there. The chase comes in, looking for the stun, cannot land it. Molten Breath, they're not going to catch anyone. But the great damage there coming in from Kroby. Infrared shutting down the aggression. And we see Chili Mountain continuing to extend their lead. 8 kills to 2. They hit level 17 first. Next objective will be the triple altar phase. As bot lane, they get the virulent reaction spell though. Wolgan is ult and he will use that heal. He gets the healing from the Stonefall, but he's pushed away by the massive shove. Lockdown, eating damage from Infrared Valkyrie, but he hits the wall. And they don't have the damage to finish the job. Spell comes in for one last chance, but the disengage is too good. They can't find a kill. Yarel portals back through and goes back to soaking. No talent advantage. But there's objectives to be grabbed. Hyde, clearing, soaking. They know ETC's not back for a bit. He took a lot of damage here. We have Hush, by the way, more Mosh interrupts. They're very split at Team Alexander. How do they wish to split? How do they wish to separate this? Looks like they may try and go for the everyone bot lane. They find Tremor, Spell, Trada Zone. Stun is good. Gondar pressuring. Lockdown comes in. There's the power slide, but immediate polymorph from Hyde. Shots traded out in top lane. Time trap is good. Gondar takes a lot of damage, gets a little bit of armor back to sustain. Nice armor reduction talent, by the way, coming in from Kroby with the time troubles. Deathwing's in the sky. Dropping meteors. Nitrogen from behind. Deathwing in the bush. Lockdown. Tries to siege. Mason Blaze. Medallions his way out of the orb. Prevents the damage from landing by getting out of the slow. Gondar. TP from Hyde. Gets sustained. Spell. Gonna try and channel this, but Tremor and Xenorus are here for the interrupt and will prevent this. 15 core health to 26. This has become a game of patience. Both teams looking for their opportunity to strike. Tremor moving through the slowing sands. Good move by Lockdown. Getting out of there. Predicting the engage. They try to turn onto Tremor, using that as a mistake, but virulent reaction. Marshpit interrupts though by the wave of force. It's so good. Here comes Xenos into the backline. Bellowing Roar only catches Cassia though as Hyde moves forward. Going to try and keep Spell alive. Blink heal onto Lockdown and out. Onto Gondar for the escape as Nitrogen goes into the backline. Spell is focusing onto Kroby. Can they get her? Can they focus her down? Timeout. Time in, and they focus her down, picking up the kill. Spell leaps away to freedom, holding them in this. Lockdown is a little low. Nacho Jin is focused. He does know how to defender. Gets out of the stun. Gondar is being focused by Tremor, though, who does not have Moshpit. Gondar walks through the Conflagration. conflaguration. The channel is interrupted. They have a man advantage, but the health balls are too low. Power slide. Trevor has no mana, but the conflaguration is good as Gunda is now the damage. He's trying to hold this together with Brightwing taken out. He has no self-healing. Xenorus begins to channel, and suddenly the man advantage is in favor of Chili Mountain as they get the channel. 11 health left on the core of Team Alexander. Xenorus back to the sky. Team Alexander gonna be picking up their Merc camp again. They have weakened this bottom bell tower. Maybe they can try and gain some control themselves. Xenorus to clear. Level 20, just over half a level away for Chili Mountain. Over a full level away for Team Alexander, but they steal their camp. Mosh Pit levels just under 15 seconds away, but Spell is taken out. The face melt and the virulent reaction again. Mesa Blaze's virulent reactions have been so good this game. Nacho Jim will escape, tries to mount up in the sand, gets interrupted. And these sappers will not make it to the bell tower. Level 20 is going to be hit by Chili Mountain. Stormbolt base is complete. Double stuns now available, but bot lane is starting to look a little non-existent. They're going to try and bully Xenorus out here, but they're not going to be able to kill him. Bellowing Roar is burned, though, and Cataclysm. Those are two big cooldowns to burn. Not sure they're going to be happy with that, though, when traded out for a bell tower. Boss gonna be raced. They just removed one of the biggest boss interrupt tools. They have got to be doing this faster because EDC is here. This might have to be abandoned. And they do. Nitrogen backs away. Hide. Needs help. There we go. Teleports in. Self-cleanse. Mosh Pit off cooldown. Muradin still not here. Virulent bolts with level 20. They look for Gondar, and Gondar will be deleted. Man advantage in favor of Chili Mountains. They rush for the boss now with a one-man lead. We immediately see Spell rushing down here. He knows he can get this. He knows he will not be interrupted. Actually, he will be interrupted. Oh, no. Feels bad. Feels bad. They can't even get that. He's sending over the race on the boss. But Nacho Jin is in trouble. He will get the other defender off. Lockdown into the backline with the Calamity. Does good damage. Tries to fish for infrared. Cannot find it. The objective is still being interrupted by Deathwing. The boss will be complete. And we're going to be down. They're still interrupting it! Deathwing! He's gonna land on him! He's crazy, man! Nacho Jin backs away. 7 health left on the core. With 5 shots available from this channel. They could maybe end this. Root, virulent reaction, percentage damage, but Spell tanks through, stun. Interrupting the Dwarf Toss. They have level 22 now, though. Repulsion, Seraphim. Rewind. Also, cool. Blessings of the Bronze. I love it. For those who do not know, means your cooldowns come back 35% faster for the whole team. Invisible Friends, and they go in with Titan's Revenge. That's a huge teleport out by Lockdown as he turns around for the big damage in the backline. Nacho Jin tries to get onto Mason Blaze. Conflaguration kills Gondar, but we do see Mason Blaze get off in the backline. There comes an insane bellowing roar from Xenorus, which shuts down this fight. Roger is in the backline trying to do something, but Spell separated from the team. Nacho Jin is low. The camp was taken. This is lethal. Stun from Spell. Here comes the Hyper Shift. Big red button is dropping Nacho Jin low. The sappers come in. Only 2 of these required. 4 versus 3. Chili Mountain. 1, 2, 1, 2. They make it in. And Chili Mountain are the first and currently only team to take out Team Alexander. Chili Mountain with the final camp push-in, zoning away with the Deathwing, with the big red button. And Chili Mountain take the 3-2. And Team Alexander's undefeated streak is put to an end. With 1 week to go, Team Alexander will be going into their final series versus Team Exodia, Wounded. And Team Chili Mountain, they will be moving into their final match in a 4-2 versus Regen, who at most can be 3-3.
What do you say?
Chili Mountain could move their way up, in theory, into 2nd place by the end of this series, by the end of this season. It's doable. It is doable. Team Alexander, no longer undefeated. The stats at the end, Lockdown, he did his absolute best for the sustain to try and keep his team in it. But there was only so much he could do. The ETC Deathwing just destroying that backline. The lack of percentage damage to deal with Deathwing was too much to deal with. Gondar did everything he could, but he just ate it when it comes to the conflagrations. He had to be close to Deathwing, and those choke points were controlled beautifully by Chili Mountain. Chili Mountain, a well-deserved victory. I love that Blessings of the Bronze at the end there. That's really cool. Basic abilities getting that cooldown reduction. That's smart as hell. I love that. I think that works on Deathwing. Maybe? I don't know. It probably doesn't work on Deathwing, actually, but it works on ETC. Cooldown, 35% cooldown reduction on basic abilities, combined with Encore for cooldown reduction on your Heroic. Genius! Absolutely love it. And more virulent reactions for Snipes. We saw that used so many times. Well then, those are the final stats, ladies and gentlemen. With that, here is the table once again. Not yet updated, will be updated in a bit, but Chili Mountain will move up to 4 points. Team Alexander will remain on 5. Team Exodia, they still have a match this week where they can gain some points as well versus the other Koreans, where they can try and bring themselves a couple more points. And that might put them in a position, a 5-1 position, where they're going to be very excited to take on Team Alexander. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our cast tonight. Huge congratulations to Chili Mountain, being the only team to take a series of Team Alexander this season. I'm going to be so excited for the playoffs if these two teams are in it. It's going to be incredibly hype. But before I leave you, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I have to tell you, that series was bonkers. And the players deserve to be rewarded for that. If you have penny spare, couple dollars in your bank account or your PayPal, hit !Matcherino in the chat and donate to the prize pool for Storm Division. Let's check out if anyone else has donated while I was casting. No one else donated while I was casting in this case, so I have no new messages to read out. But if we hit that 2,000, I'm reading out everyone's name, everyone's messages, everything, as long as it is safe for stream. So throw them in. Reward the players for putting on these incredible performances. And if you enjoyed my performance, maybe consider dropping a subscribe, a bit donation. That all goes to the caster who is casting Storm Division at the time. In this case, me. Feels good. And of course, let's reward the incredible admins and mods who make all this happen. Shout out for my mod tonight, Pina Colada, who did an amazing job. I arrived 10 minutes early and the players are in the lobby. I was shook. I was just very surprised. So big shout out there, but you can reward them and help them keep NGS, which isn't just Storm Division, it's also lots of divisions going from all the way from Storm Division to Heroic, all the way from A down to E. I am currently in the D West team. We won our last series. Feels good, team. Clouded Minds. Feels good. We power up sometimes. We also lose series sometimes. It happens. But once again, you can support them by going to the Nexus Gaming Series Patreon and becoming a patron. There are awards there. Go check them out. For now, though, for me, it's time to go rest my voice. Please support with donate with Tetcher shutting down. Tetcher out of power. Tetcher gonna go to bed. Please support with bits and subs so that Tetcher can afford electricity to power himself up for his next cast. Thank you all so much for watching. Mods, rate us someone cool. For now, I have been Tetcher. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I will see you all next week for more Storm Division action. Have a lovely evening. Once again, tune in tomorrow for the Murder. Day after for Jinxie. Day after that for Crushinator. And I believe on the 16th for Jinxie again. Feels good. And also drop your subs and bits to them if you love them, which you should. Feels good, team. Have a good night. And I will see you all next time.